Good morning, Chips. It's fishing time. It's fishing time. Good morning. Guys, I'm back from Osaka with takoyaki. Did I get any sleep? Okay, so I slept maybe 3 hours in total. 3 hours. I'm very, very tired at the moment. I'm very, very tired. Did you guys miss me? I feel like you didn't miss me. Why are you spitting out your watercolor? It's a waste of water. Did you have fun? That's a very, very deep question. That's an incredibly deep question. 3 hours and 3 days? No. Oh, right now it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and in the night I slept about 3 hours. Is what I'm trying to say. I might have. Oh, so you guys didn't miss me. I see. I see how it is. I thought so. What was I gonna say? Tired. But I'll sleep after the stream. You guys like my new hat? I missed you, Fish. Well, now the question is, why would you even miss me? Why would you even miss me? I wasn't even gone for that long. You shouldn't have missed me. You should have been catching up on some Lambo education. Monster! Thank you for 50 gifted memberships! Guys, is that how much you miss me? Thank you so much, W Monster. Thank you. 4 days. No, I wasn't gone 4 days. Guys! I wasn't gone 4 days. I was gone for like 1 day. I was gone for like a single day. Alright? I wasn't gone for that long. The W Monster, thank you so much for the 50 gifted. See, that's what you should all do. Because you miss me. Give me 500 gifted subs. Gifted memberships. It hasn't been years! Guys, I was gone for a single day! A single day! Okay? That's not too long. It really isn't. I kept checking your channel. The thing is, right, I streamed yesterday. I did. I streamed yesterday and you guys just didn't see it because, you know, skill issue. And I unlisted the stream. I unlisted it and I wiped it from people's memories. So, like, only the true people can, like, you know, experience and appreciate it. That's what I did. And if you guys didn't catch that stream, then what am I supposed to do? You know, again, skill issue. So basically, it's been 1 day, guys. 1 day I didn't stream. Is Fish guys, I would never gaslight you! Why would I gaslight? How many people watched that stream? There were like 500 people watching that stream. There were like 500 viewers on that stream, and you guys weren't there. Only the true fans showed up. The hate watchers weren't invited. So it's not my fault that you guys weren't there. You missed it. It's a lot, I know, right? So they showed up. They showed up for me when you guys didn't. You guys weren't there. And then you blame me. Try to flip the blame on me, saying that I didn't stream when I did. Saying that I was gone for 4 days when I wasn't. I find that quite offensive. I just feel like, you know, you guys never give me a chance. You just think I go off for 4 days in silence without a stream. When you guys are the ones who didn't bother turning up for it when I did stream. But you made us hate watchers, so is it your fault? Wait, so now it's my fault that you're a hate watcher? Is it's my fault that you're so full of hatred and jealousy? Okay, alright, I see how it is. Now I'm getting blamed again. So it's suddenly my fault that you guys are hateful little people. You know what? I just find this very toxic. I'm not really sure, like, why we have to be so toxic in here, guys. Like, why are we doing this? Listen, let's go back to step one. Square one, you know? Just think about who you are deep inside. Like, if you're such a hateful person, just look within. Get some therapy. I'm therapy. I'm free therapy. Okay, so, like, you need to change your ways. Okay? It's not a good thing to be so full of hatred. I don't have an ounce of hate in my little body. Then you were probably at that stream, right? You were probably at my 50-hour stream that I did with like 500 viewers. Joe, thank you for 7 months of overclock memberships! Love you, Joe! The Lambo to Osaka to hate watcher pipeline is crazy. What is that? I went. Onyx, welcome to the bite-sized shares. W Onyx, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy your stay, you bald hate watcher. Is this because you didn't get to gaslight us for 4 days? Guys, I've never... Why are we making stuff up now? Like, I've just come back. No, welcome back, Fish! Oh my god, I missed you so much after your one day break. Because, you stream every day for like 12 hours every single day. And for once you took like, a 12-hour break. And we're so grateful, that you take care of yourself like that. And, now you're back, welcome back, Fish! Oh my gosh, how was your 12-hour break? Like, that's the kind of message I expect. That's what I expect. But instead, I get like, oh, this bull streamer's back and we don't even miss her. We just got takoyaki in her head. Like that, I don't expect that. But I mean, I should expect it from a hate watcher, actually. But I got an invoice for fish therapy in the mail the other day and it said to pay 50 gifted or else. Yeah, that wasn't from me. That wasn't from me, but you should definitely pay that. Like, that wasn't from me, though. That was from someone else. That was definitely from someone else, like maybe one of my other personalities, but it wasn't from me, not the me right now, okay? So that was from, I'm just saying that maybe some bad things will happen if you don't, you have to like triple it, you have to quadruple it, and you have to pay it like within 1 second, otherwise like your life might end. So, oh, 1 second's over, oh no. Well, it's too late now, it's too late. Enjoy being cut into pieces and deep fried. So what I'm hearing is I need to learn how to marrow and leave a juicy one. We'll do gaslight the fish. So, actually, speaking of marrows, who are amongst your other personalities? Oh, I don't know. Quite a few of them. I have like, how everyone has like 2 wolves inside them? I have the 2 wolves and I also have a gorilla. And they all like fight for dominance. But you know what? I'm the one that comes out on top. I'm the winner. W fish, W me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I am actually doing a Mara stream later this week. And I am going to be, planning to read the top hate watcher messages. And, actually, I haven't received many lately. I used to get some juicy ones. I used to get some really, used to get some big hate watcher messages. I mean, most of them were probably from Matt, to be honest. But, number one hate watcher. But, lately I haven't gotten so many. So if you want to send some, you want to, give me all you've got, show me that hate, I'll read it out on stream. Just send it before the stream and I'll consider reading it. We still love you, Fish. I don't know. This doesn't seem like love. I don't think you guys understand what love is, and that's why you need help. Me, I'm full of love. I'm full of happiness and love and positivity. Never toxic. You guys, just full of hatred, boldness, toxicity, all the bad things. Oh, Kitsune! Whoa! Welcome to the Overclock memberships! Welcome! Wow! Thank you so much for joining the Overclock memberships. Welcome, Kitsune. You're full of takoyaki. You know what's actually funny? I actually didn't eat a single takoyaki while I was there. Will you teach us about love? You can teach us. What is love? Well, That's actually a very deep topic, guys. It's a very, very deep topic. I don't think you're ready for it. I don't think your tiny, tiny, smooth, pink brains can understand what love is. You know, but one day maybe you'll understand. Maybe one day you'll have like a tiny, minuscule amount of knowledge that I do. Just wait for that day. What do you mean fraud? You don't have to eat takoyaki every time you go to Osaka. How do you not have takoyaki in Osaka? Because there's other things to eat. There's other things to eat. I tuck my fish ducky every morning. Tuck in my fish. I tuck in my fish. I can't even finish reading this comment. I tuck in my fish ducky every morning when I go to work. If that's not love. He's trolling. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Guys, Pretty's lying. You're lying, Pretty, right? You're lying. You're definitely lying. Oh, I'm back with takoyaki. I have takoyaki! Do you not see the takoyaki I have? I got a takoyaki mask! That's still takoyaki! What did you eat? Please not eel. Oh god, no. No, I don't like eel. I ate, hold on. I have pictures and everything of what I've done. What I did during the trip. I was gonna show you guys. There's so much stuff I wanted to talk about today. Hold on. Let me try and like get all the pictures ready first. He's not, and that's what makes it better. I may bend the truth, but I would never lie. So, okay, so you're bending the truth. You don't tuck it in. What you do is you pummel it and you punch it, and then you throw it at the floor, and then you kick it while it's on the ground. And then go, stay there! That's what you do, because you're full of hatred. Guys, I hear noises. Be right back. I need to check what the heck that is on my... Did you guys use your, like, hate watcher telepathy to, like, make things fall over in my flat? Why did a whole bunch of things just fall? For no reason. It was you guys, right? Love is eating all the grilled unagi you guys don't want. Do you guys like unagi? Bad taste. I don't like eel. I don't like eel. So, what I ate while I was there... Hold on. Let me get everything ready. Can you guys stop asking questions? Can you stop talking? How about you guys tell me what you've been up to these past few days? You tell me, since I streamed and I didn't see you guys because you didn't bother turning up for me. I don't know what's been going on with you guys for the past, 4 days or so. So, how about you catch me up, tell me what's going on. Tell me how things are while I get my pictures ready. Ghost of Osaka is evenly eating takoyaki. Guys, I've eaten takoyaki so many times when I've been to Osaka before. You guys like unagi? I mean, I already know you guys have really bad taste, but it makes sense, you know? Playing Dead by Daylight. Are you playing Killer or Survivor? That's the question. Waiting for fish. You guys weren't waiting for me because then you would have been at all the streams I was doing before. I was streaming so much and you guys weren't there. Work, Arm Core 6 and work. Lots of work. Suffering from withdrawal? Withdrawal of what? Blue Protocol? Oh, I see lots of people obsessed with that lately. How is Battlefield 6? Hugging my fish, missing fish. I don't know, Pretty. I haven't seen you around lately. So I just thought you disappeared and forgot about me. I don't know whether to believe you. Crying, waiting, and painting. Can't have bad taste if you like watching fish streams, though. No, I know why you guys are here. You're here for the free education and free therapy. It's got nothing to do with like or hate. It's to do with you guys trying to improve yourselves. And you know what? I respect that. I really do. I haven't met a sea critter I don't like eating. I just feel like eel has a really odd texture. It just doesn't taste... It has a very strange texture. I don't like it. But I like fish, so does that mean I have good taste? How does that math work? That's what you mean maths. Maths! How does the maths work? Well... I don't know, you're supposed to be the #1 representative hate watcher, Matt, so I'm not really sure what this lie is all about. What do you mean you like me? Aren't you like the #1 hater? You need to change that word. Oh, the recycle was Dead by Daylight Halloween event. Oh. Is it the same one as always? What's the item? The survivor item? Do I need to show you all the stack of like special event items I have? I didn't show you guys. Play Mecha Break, Gunpla doesn't work mostly. Guys, it's been like 2 weeks and that's all you've done. Gundam Breaker 4? Oh, it's a title I haven't heard for a while. You're like, what are you eating, Yasu? Okay, Battlefield 6 is great. I'm gonna buy it, guys. I've got the funds. Thanks to the chips, I'm gonna buy the game. Hi, James. Did you manage to get your baby to sleep? Hold on. I watch the Discord, but I usually notice the chatter after the topic's done. So what are you doing while the chat is going on? Watching other streamers? Is that what's going on? He's eating barbecue off your lap. Can babies eat that? I'm just a complicated individual with complicated feelings. Mecha Break got a cool update. Okay, tell me about the update. Tell me about the update. You said we can watch May. You guys can watch whoever you want. I'm just trying to shame Prinny. But yes, definitely watch Lan and May, for sure. If anything, watch those two, alright? Very, very good streamers. Very good at streaming. Very entertaining. Alright, guys, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to gather all the pictures that I want to show you all. Guys, please wait. 7, 8, 9. That one. Pudding. Put your feelings into an emo song, Matt. Matt does sound like a you know, an emo from the 2000s. Steak, mashed potatoes, and fried zucchini. Wait, what's zucchini again? What is zucchini? Zucchini is what you guys call courgette, right? Is zucchini the green one with the kind of yellowish white inside? Yeah, we call that courgette. I've got some videos, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can pull those up on stream because I don't know if they'll play. Maybe I'll just show the pictures. Oh, the videos are really funny. Maybe I can try. Let's see what happens. Sorry. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh, there's so much stuff I want to show you guys. There's too many pictures. There's too many. Okay, hold on. Oh god, there's almost like 30 pictures. Guys, stay patient. Stay patient. What else is planned today? Well, I want to show you guys, like, basically what I did in Osaka. I took loads of pictures to show you guys, but, I'm just trying to... I didn't have time to prepare because my phone was dying, so I couldn't, like, do this in advance. Took some cool pictures. Ah! Sorry. Yeah, I think you guys will like this. I think you'll like this. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that's all I've got. What percentage of the photos are cute girls? None. Guys, I don't take sneaky pictures of random cute girls. Why would I do that? You think I'm a creep? You think I'm just some creep who stalks girls and like takes pictures of them without their permission? I would never ever do that. Like, ever. Never. Because you're an Oji son? No, listen. If I ever take a picture of anyone, I would ask them for explicit permission before doing so. Because I respect boundaries and, I also, hold on. I respect boundaries, guys. Who do you think I am? And I'm consent. It's all about consent. Don't fall for a guy, she does. No. Listen. I don't know who's been telling you things that are incorrect, but they're all wrong, okay? You just need to believe me and what I say. Have you been to Japan's aquariums? I've been to the Shinagawa one. That battery brand, Maxell or whatever it's called. Okay, hold on. I need to just save all these. Like this Backstreet Girls. Hold on. I just need to get all the pictures saved now. What's the mask for? Cause I told you guys I came back with takoyaki. What was your favorite exhibit? I like the dolphin show in that aquarium. It's exciting because they're so smart, dolphins. Isn't there a way to like save every single picture on? This is so annoying. Okay. Alright guys, just be patient. Can you be patient for like 5 seconds, even a minute? I'm just saving all the photos I want to show you guys. To be honest, if you're in the Discord, you've seen it all already. But if you're not in the Discord, then you can see it now. Is there a red panda zoo in Osaka? You know, I don't know, but I feel like Osaka would be too hot. You know, I'm back in Tokyo and I'm so happy because the air is so crisp and cool at the moment. It's just so nice. It just feels fresh. Osaka was so humid. Incredibly humid. Oh, this Nemesis picture isn't very good. It's very blurry. You're not in the Discord? Don't worry. If you're not in the Discord, I'm going to show the pictures right now. Right now. You guys won't miss out. Because I feel like, you know, visual representation of what I was doing would be more interesting for you guys. And there's like lots of interesting things. So maybe you'll enjoy it. Oh. Okay, this is good. Okay. Oh! Even I forgot I did so much in 3 days. Guys, I'm a pretty active person. Do you know how many steps I did? On the first day, which was USJ, I did about 24,000 steps. Which is why I was in so much pain. Because you need to realize, I'm a hacker. All I do is sit at my desk and do hacking. I don't walk. So 24,000 steps is a lot for someone who doesn't, you know, walk or exercise or use their legs. So I was in pain. And then the next day I did about 15,000-ish. And then yesterday it was just a humble 10,000. And that's why I'm never ever going out ever again. I think that's the conclusion I wanted to tell you guys. I got a question earlier. Did you enjoy it? You guys won't like the answer. You guys won't like this answer, alright? No. Overall, yes, but okay, no. Okay, did you enjoy it? Yes. Would you do it again? No. And every time I go to Osaka, it's the same thing. Like, yes, I'm kind of happy, but like, would I go through all of this again just for this? No, like it's about the cost performance, right? Like, how much did I actually invest in terms of money, energy, time, and what did I get in return? Is it worth everything I've invested? And the answer is no. Like, yes, I had fun, but I could also have fun in Tokyo. Like, yes, there's no USJ in Tokyo, but like, I could do without going to USJ, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't have experienced stuff. Like, I think about it, right? Like, you know, I wanted to go because I wanted to see the Apothecary Diaries attraction. I wanted to experience the Resident Evil thing, like, because I've seen videos of them online, right? But the thing is, right, I don't actually know if experiencing it myself in person makes everything worth it. Because, like, I've experienced it through watching videos, and that already made me happy enough. Is it worth being in, like, thousands of hours of queuing for 2 seconds of happiness? Because that's what theme parks are in Japan. Just queue simulator. You're just queuing the entire day. And in pain. Tokyo has endless new stuff to try. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I will go out for specific things in Tokyo. Like, if there's something I want to go to, like a cafe or something, and it's close to me, it's local, I don't have to, like, be in pain or suffer and walk around for 24,000 steps, you know? So, I don't know, like, I think in my head I always think, oh, that's such a good idea, I can't wait to go. But when it comes to actually doing it, and using all the energy, walking and stuff like that, and all the time, and being away from home, it just feels like it's not worth it. I thought it was just theme parks in general. Does USJ offer fast passes? I'm not a theme park enthusiast, so I don't actually know anything about fast passes and if they have them or not, but, Hi, Tank, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a USJ goer. Is that just theme parks in general? Is it all theme parks are like that? Okay. Well, I mean, I've never really been to theme parks before. In the UK, I went to, like, Alton Towers and, like, Chessington and stuff, but, like, it was when I was a tiny kid, so I don't have any memory of it. You know what? It might have been the humidity. Maybe my mind would change if it was winter time, because I did actually go to Osaka in the winter once. It's not Osaka I hate. 5-6 years ago, I went to Osaka during the winter, and it was very enjoyable. I had a very, very good time. And I didn't go to USJ that time. I was there for, like, let's just say I was there for a business trip, guys. I was there for a business trip, and I had a really good time there. But it was probably because it was winter. It was nice and cold. Well, it was cool. It wasn't even cold. It was just very cool. I had a more relaxed trip because, you know, I was kind of just doing whatever I wanted. And just walking around at my own pace and stuff. So I think maybe season is actually the big factor here. When it's too hot, I don't enjoy anything because I'm so focused on my own suffering. I'm so focused on my suffering that I don't have any space left to enjoy anything else. They do. You have to pay for a scheduled time slot to get to the short queue. Oh. You can get the slots for, like, other, like, for the Resident Evil thing. You have to, like, book the slot, but, like, I still had to wait in a queue for, like, 20 minutes or that. Or longer, I think, because, like, they only let in, like, small groups, and I was, like, on the cutoff of the first group, so I had to wait. But yeah, I think the weather might have impacted my enjoyment, to be honest. So to answer the question, did you enjoy it? I think the weather meant that I didn't enjoy it. Anyway, let me tell you what I was. 20 minutes isn't that bad, especially for a special event like that. Yeah, that's because it was a time slot. Like, I got to book a time slot for that. But the other ones, you don't book a time slot, right? You just, like, wait in the queue, and it's like an hour or 2 hours or whatever. So it's like, there's only a limited amount of hours a day. Also, I did enjoy USJ after 5 p.m. That's when it got dark, sun was down, there's less suffering. So I do think, okay, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. Guys, maybe I didn't enjoy Osaka because it was too hot. It was too humid. Because I enjoyed Osaka at night. I enjoyed it after the sun went down. So if I'm able to stay at home, like, before 5 p.m. and then go out, then, you know, the trip would have been a 10 out of 10. It would have been great. It would have been amazing. The problem was, I had to go out from the morning. And I was at USJ from 6:45 in the morning all the way until about 8, 9 p.m. So, like, we were out there for so long. Over 12 hours. I was dying. And that's why I didn't enjoy. I don't know. But the thing is, like, again, I could say, oh, I shouldn't have gone. But then I got to experience seeing Mao Mao and Jinchi and, you know, the Nemusi. So I should just try to focus on the good stuff that happened, I guess. But I don't know. Alright, let me tell you what I was doing before I went to Osaka. So, hold on, let me drink some water. Maybe you're just a big baby like the one that sprayed on you. I'll show the video. I'll show you guys everything. So, in Japan time, I left for Osaka. So I actually went to Osaka by coach. I didn't go by Shinkansen because Shinkansen's for rich people. I'm not saying I'm poor, you know, I got lots of Lambos and mansions. The thing is, I'm just saving for my next Lambo, so like, I couldn't just be spending money like that. And Shinkansen tickets are really expensive. It's about like 14 to 20,000 for one way. 14,000, 20,000 yen, that is. Which is a lot of money. That's like 1/3 of my rent. So, and that's just for one way, right? So for a return, you're looking about 40,000 yen-ish. That's a lot of money. So for me, that's like paying £400. That's like a lot of money for me. So I could spend that money in a Lambo. So I took a coach, which was significantly cheaper. It's about 5,000 yen. And the reason why I actually like the coach, let me tell you, is because it's an overnight coach. And I prefer that because the option is you can either go to Osaka the night before, sleep there overnight, so get a hotel, and then leave like at 5 o'clock in the morning, first train to get to USJ. That's one option. Or the second option is you leave from Tokyo in the evening, and then you arrive at like 6:30 in the morning at USJ, directly like on the door, like, you know, door-to-door thing kind of thing. So like, to me, I think that's actually better because, I mean, you don't have to wake up early and leave the house and go get on a train. You're just delivered right to USJ. So for me, I actually love the coach. And if this was the UK, I hate UK coaches. Megabus and National Express, I can't stand them. But in Japan, the overnight coaches are actually really nice because the chairs recline a lot. They have like a footrest. They have like, you can sleep so well in it because it's the seats are so big and like reclining and stuff. So I really like that. Saying that though, on the way back here to Tokyo, right, there was a rather portly woman sitting next to me. So the coach, basically, if you're a woman, you can actually choose to be in the female area. So they reserve like the back of the coach just for the girls. Basically every girl sits at the back. So I was at the back area with all the other girls, right? And there was a particularly round woman next to me, and I didn't sleep. The reason why I only had 3 hours of sleep on the way back here is because this woman, her legs and her arms she kept spreading into my area. And I'm not like, I don't take up the entire seat, but that doesn't mean that I'm not entitled to my entire seat. I didn't like the fact that she was spreading out into my area and like her thighs and her arms were like touching me. I don't like strangers like body parts against my own. It just feels incredibly uncomfortable, and like I'm so used to it in Tokyo trains, especially in the summer. Like I've literally seen like people's arms and limbs like against each other because obviously you're squished on the train and there's like sweat marks, and that's disgusting. Like I just can't stand that. So, I didn't sleep very well because, yeah, she was like spreading into my area, and like even her feet, like, so we have like our own like footrest area things on our own chairs, right? On our own seats. And like my feet were on my footrest part, and then I woke up with her fucking Monster, leave that! Who said that? I woke up with her foot on mine. Sorry. I'm finally friendly. Okay, anyway, so, yeah, I woke up with her foot on mine, and I was like, really? Guys, she didn't hear that. Monster, leave the clip! I woke up with her foot on mine, and that really, like, irritated me. It's like, why is your feet on my section? You have your own section! Leave me alone! That's the worst thing to happen when you use the bus. No, because like, okay, so on the way there, I was next to a smaller girl and it was fine. Like, I was next to a smaller girl and that was fine, alright? So she didn't spread into my area, she didn't touch me, she didn't, you know, she she kept in her own section. I was in my own section and that was completely fine, you know? Drake, thank you so much for the gifted membership! W Drake, thank you so much, appreciate that. But yeah, I that was fine. And normally my coach experience is like that. You're next to, like, you know, you can't choose the person. I know, but this is, okay, Maho, I'm pretty sure you know, is kind of like, it's not common to be next, it's not common to see very big people, you know? So, anyway, so obviously the chances of me being put next to a big person, that's obviously very unlucky. Because she was like the only big person on this entire coach. So my point is, like, there's not many, right? So it was just, yeah, I just don't understand why she was spreading out in my area. It's just so rude. She was Japanese, by the way. She wasn't even foreign. So, anyway, so that's why I didn't sleep much, because, like, yeah, her arm and her legs and her foot was, like, on my section, and I'm, like, got really irritated. And it kept waking me up as well, because she'd, like, I can feel her body heat on my... Sorry. Guys, I hate that so much. So that's why I didn't sleep much. I was, like, even though I was trying so hard to, like, curl up in my seat so she wouldn't touch me, it felt really uncomfortable, so I couldn't sleep when I kept doing that, so... But that was, you know, it's a risk. And, you know, life's all about risks and, you know, percentages and chances. So I lost the lottery this time. It means I can win next time, you know? Anyway, so but when the toilet seats all, you know what I hate? When you're on public transport, like the train, and someone just gets up from their seat and then you sit on it next, and then it's hot. You can feel their butt heat on the seat. That's disgusting. My part, thank you so much for upgrading to the Overclock memberships. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys miss me that much? But yes, that's going back to the story. So I left on Monday, right? So on Sunday I did the membership stream. We watched Iron-Blooded Orphans, and we finished around, like, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning for my time. So I had a tiny nap from like 6 to 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday. And then I had a very quick shower from, like, you know, from 10 to 11, I had a shower, got ready, and I had to go out. Because I was meeting that old lady, you know? That old lady I do some hacking work for. So she wanted to meet me for something. I needed her to sign some paperwork and stuff. So she made me meet her in Shibuya. So I went to Shibuya to meet her, and haven't seen her for a while. It's about 2-3 years since I've seen her, and, you know, she's looking well. You know, her vegan diet is very working out for her, I guess. She was quite young for her age, but, you know, she's still crazy as usual. Like, so she, despite being the way she is, she never comments on what, number one, like, she's not racist in the sense she'll never comment on someone's skin color. And quite oddly, especially for an Asian person, she doesn't comment on weight. She never says, oh, you've gotten so fat or you've gotten so skinny. Like, she's never, ever, ever says that. So that's one thing with her. So, and actually, when she saw me, you need to preface it with this. because like I say a lot of things about her. She says a lot of crazy things, but the fact that she doesn't like, you know, she's not racist in the sense of like, you know, skin color or whatever. I think she's more nationalist than racist, to be honest. But yeah, she doesn't like, you know, look at skin color or like weight or anything else. That's she doesn't discriminate on those two things. I actually respect that. I respect that. Because the normal that's not the more typical Asian behavior. So, you know, I respect that. I respect she doesn't, you know, discriminate. She doesn't discriminate skin color, race, skin color, age, and weight. So she doesn't discriminate on those, and you know what? I respect that. But yeah, so she you've met all the worst kinds of Japanese people. I'm not saying it's just a Japanese thing though, but I mean, like, I think it's a Asian thing in general where they do they're quite open about talking about things like weight and, you know, I don't know what else. But it's not even just me meeting them. I've heard of it as well. Like, it's not just like, you know, from other people who live here and other Asian countries, you know, and other people's family and stuff like that. But anyway, so she, I met up with her. You know, actually, she was really nice. She's like, "Oh my god, your skin looks really good," and I was about to say, "Oh, thanks," and then she cut me off saying, "Oh, it's because you're young, isn't it?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Your skin looks nice and bright and it looks really good." "Oh, it's because you're young." And I'm like, oh, I was gonna tell you my like 20 step skincare routine starting from 3 o'clock in the morning, dunking my face in ice water, but okay. But that was funny. What else? Oh yeah, she was trying to rage bait me again. So you know, I told you I think she's getting senile, right? So remember I told you she already told me about, like, she's tried to tell me about Guys, there's a spider! There's a spider in my head! There's a spider in my head! It's on the wall! I have to kill it, I have to kill it, I have to kill it. Be right back, be right back, be right back. There's a spider, there's a spider. Don't worry, guys, I took care of it. I took care of it. As for where it is, I don't know where it is, but I took care of it, guys. I don't know where it is. You were scared? I was scared! It's literally right in front of my eyes! Oh my god. gone for 3 days and the creatures already take over. It's definitely dead. No, it won't return. It's definitely dead. I sprayed it with poison, and I sprayed it with G poison, and that's like the highest level of poison. It curled up and fell somewhere. I just don't know where it fell. And I don't like that. I don't want to find like a crispy, dried up spider somewhere. How can you be sure if it's dead if you didn't make sure? I'm 100% sure it's dead. That poison, I've killed so many spiders with that poison. Like one tiny spray is enough to like end their lives. And the thing is, I used like bug spray against spiders, it doesn't work. It's completely ineffective. G spray. Just a tiny little spritz of the G spray, it's over for them. They can't survive it. You've seen spiders survive the G poison? Yeah, if this is your attempt to like gaslight me, you know I'm like anti-gaslightable, right? I believe things from my own knowledge and experience, so yeah, good luck. What if the spider is him? Who? The Spider-Man? A mosquito will bite you? I haven't been bitten by a mosquito for years. 5 years? A long time. I don't get bitten anymore. How big was it? I don't know if it was thick, okay? Okay, not as big as the ones in the UK, but it's still a spider. I don't like them. I don't like them, alright? Anyway, takoyaki and unagi are the only things that make me happy in my fat chungus life these days. Right. Anyway, so, right. They get rid of flies for free. Listen. The ones in Japan jump. Spiders in Japan jump, and I don't like that. It was so real for that. I read that was a comment I read out! That's not what I said! Anyway. Rude. Wait, guys. I read that. That was a comment I read out. I wasn't... Oh, that was not me. I didn't say that. Guys, can you not, like... come in and like make comments on what I just said? That was a comment I read out. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so remember I told you like this old lady is like senile, right? Mods! Sort them out! I'm getting tricked! But yeah, so I told her she's getting senile, so she was telling me again, like, well, again about those people, those staff that work for her. Those British guys with the Chinese partners, right? So Simple, thank you so much for the gifted membership! W so Simple, thank you. No, oh my god. Matt, I didn't say that! Don't steal someone else's comment! Anyway, she was telling me again. She was trying to rage bait me. Like, she was definitely trying to, like, rage bait me. She was like, so remember this guy? And I was like, yes. And she's doing the same thing. Yeah, remember he had a Chinese girlfriend? She's Chinese girlfriend? I was like, yes. Yeah, the Chinese one? I was like, yeah. Yeah, we're still with her. And I was like, oh. Yeah, she's Chinese. I'm like, oh, nice. I'm happy for him. A same old conversation that's already had, like, you know, with her a month ago. She's repeating it again. And, you know, whatever, she's like 70-something, whatever. She's going senile. And then again with the other guy. So do you remember, let's call him Sam. Do you remember Sam? I was like, yeah. You know, Sam had that Chinese fiance? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, the Chinese fiance, the Chinese one? I was like, yes. I remember? She's like, yeah, he's married to her now. He's a Chinese wife now. I was like, I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy he's got a Chinese wife. And from China, that kind of Chinese. Well, this guy who married his Chinese wife, he met her in America. He did a master's in America, and that's where he met her. They both moved to Japan to do their PhDs together. Cause she was like, yeah, I don't know why all these like British men come here and date Chinese women. Like, what about Japanese women? And I was like, well, you just said Sam. I said, well, Sam met his girlfriend or his wife in America, so you know. And, you know, it makes sense. I don't think he's choosing her based on her race. I don't think he chose her because she's Chinese. He met her through his uni, his course, fell in love with her, and you know, that's why he's together with her, and that's why they moved to Japan together. As for the other guy, let's call him James. As for James, yeah, maybe the reason why he's dating this Chinese girl in Japan is because, you know, she speaks English. Because she grew up in Australia. So she speaks English. Maybe that's why. She's like, yeah, I don't believe this, you know. And she's like going on one of her, like, you know, little nationalistic racist rants or whatever. I was like, oh my god. Anyway, and then I was telling her, oh yeah, by the way, I'm probably gonna move back to the UK next year. I told her that, right? And I said, well, don't worry, I can still like help you with stuff. We can do it online. She's like, oh, so you're moving back, huh? So you don't like Japan? Isn't Japan good enough for you? I actually started laughing. I started laughing when she said that, actually. It was funny. I was like, no, that's not it. That's not it. I have to move back due to family stuff. But Japan's great. You know, it's so great. If it weren't for the G's, the gokiburi, yeah, Japan's perfect. And you know what she said? She said to me, you know how why there's a G problem in Japan? I said, why? It's because of the US. The Americans brought the G's here. I was like, ah, I see. Tell me more. She said, well, when I was a child, because she was born and raised in Tokyo, so she's a Tokyo girl, and you know, okay, so maybe you guys may know this, right? You might know this, but you know, in Japan, kids, it's like Pokemon. They love to catch bugs and beetles. Like they literally catch them and put them in like plastic containers, like pets. Like, you know, those stag beetles and stuff like that, like kabutomushi and stuff. Like they catch massive bugs and beetles and like keep them, and they also like trade them and sell them. So she said when she was a child, and bear in mind, so this must have been about 70 years ago, right? She said about 70 years ago, the G's, the roaches, were like that. They're like quite rare bugs to find, so people used to catch them and put them in containers and like trade them and sell them because that's how rare they were. They're part of the whole like bug catching like thing, trend or culture. That's how it was apparently when she was a child. And I was like, okay, so how did Americans like bring the G? She said, so basically back during the trade era when US came to Japan and you know war things. She said, yeah, back when the US like started shipping stuff here by you know sending things by ship, the G's were inside those big shipping containers, and that's when they started coming here and spreading. So back during my era, there weren't really any G's. And they were quite rare. And like, I don't think she would be lying about that, to be honest. It kind of makes sense. So you know what? I blame America too. American G's are a different species and they're the most scariest ones. Evolution, I think, probably. But also, like, there's about 3 G species in Japan now. But yeah, I don't know. She started blaming America, guys, so I blame you guys too. Thanks for bringing the G's over here, Americans. I blame you. Because of you, I have to leave this country. Spreading more than just freedom. Why did it spread your G's? G's don't fly where I'm from in the US. Well, they don't fly in Japan either. They don't fly here. And there's 2 types of G's. There's the Oriental G, and then there's the German one, I think it's called. Yeah, German and Oriental. I don't know. So Oriental ones are actually like not the issue. Those ones will die, and you can poison them, and you can stop them from spreading pretty easily. It's the German ones that are the issue. And German does not mean the country Germany. German means something else. But yeah, it's the it's an issue here. Sharing is caring. They do, from what I've heard. So I've heard that G's fly here. I've not seen a single G. I've been here for 7 years. Unfortunately, dealt with a lot of G's in my time. And in my entire 7 years, I've never seen one fly. And I've asked all my Japanese friends as well, like, have you ever seen this mystical flying G's? They've never seen it either. So I don't know, like, where this rumor has come from. I mean, it's possible they probably do fly. But I've never seen it. No one I know has ever seen it fly, so... I don't know, I'm seeing it as a myth at the moment. But yeah, that was my time spent with the old lady. And after I met her, I think I went to Harajuku. Because I was in Shibuya, so Harajuku is very close by. So I went to Harajuku. Why did I go there? Oh yeah! I bought some new shoes. I treated myself to a new pair of shoes. That's what I did. And then I had like a very early dinner. And then I went back home. And then I packed. And that's what I did. And then I went to the coach station thing. So that was my Monday. So my packing was very light. I took a very small, like, you know those like cabin sized suitcase things, those really small ones. I took just like a t-shirt, a skirt, and like a jacket, like a zip up, not like a jacket, but it's like a cape thing. It's very light. And on my way there I wore like a hoodie, like a long top hoodie thing, like the Gengar one I wore for USJ, and leggings. And my trainers, my platform trainers. So that's what I was wearing, and I just packed like the other stuff, the leg warmers and skirt and stuff. And yeah, I packed very lightly because I asked Gumi to get me some crisps from the UK. So I kept my suitcase empty so I can take my crisps back. I still have never seen a G in my life. I hadn't either when I was in the UK. I had a problem with those before I went Scorch Earth to get them out of my house. Took a while, but I killed them out of my house. Or G's? No way, Terraform is kind of real. Terraform is going to be real, guys. I feel like it will be. Because, like, yeah, crushing them is not a good solution. That's why Japan has developed, like, such strong poisons to kill them. You're not supposed to crush them because, yeah, they don't easily die when being crushed. You've got to poison them. And also, like, imagine you crush it, right? And what if they had a sack of eggs? If you crush them, you're just releasing those babies from the eggs. And there's like 200 in the sack. And you're going to see a 200 tiny baby G's scattering around and about to recreate more. So crushing them is not a smart thing to do. Poisoning them is the way to properly kill them and actually, you know, effectively kill them, because they eat their own kind, right? So they're gonna find that G's dead body and they're gonna start eating that G, and then that poison that killed that G will spread to the rest of them when they eat each other's dead bodies. So crushing is not a good way to kill. But yes, no more bug talk anyway. So yes, we don't want to talk about bugs. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so that was then I got on the coach, and then I time skipped, and then I woke up at USJ. So now let me show you what I did at USJ. Let's see. Okay. It's in order. Hopefully it's in order. I think it's in order. Ah! Okay, there we go. Okay, then I got to USJ and the queue was huge. So I got there at like 6:45 in the morning. It opens, I think, around 7:30 in the morning. It's supposed to open at 8, but they open like half an hour earlier. And the amount of people that were there from 6:45 in the morning. There were so many people that it spilled out of the entrance gates. There was at least like 3,000, 4,000 people there. So I was queuing from about, like, let's say 6:50. It took me about 10 minutes, actually, to walk to the back of the queue. So let's say I got there. Let's say about 7 o'clock I started queuing. I didn't get in until about 8 something. Because there were just that many people. And that's probably the worst thing about Japan to me. Like, I just don't like the amount of people everywhere. And anyway, they had like a lot of, they had this, okay, so to show you what I got. Yes, so this was the first thing I ate when I got there. So I was very hungry. I hadn't eaten anything because I think I told you the last thing I'd eaten was in Harajuku. I had like a burger. And that was around like 4 p.m. on Monday. So it was already like Tuesday, 8 o'clock or 8 something in the morning. So for my breakfast, I had this collab item. So that's a scary bear. It's a scary clown bear thing. So hold on, I have to reset the transform. No. Yeah, it's a scary clown bear thing. So you can see its hand here and the claw is so cute. Do you think it's cute? Look at the claw. I don't know. It was a chocolate cake, a dark chocolate cake with strawberry mousse. It was very nice, but I just like the bear claw. Please say you ordered it in your clown voice. I didn't. I had to order it in Japanese. So, but yes, that's what I had. It's very cute. Let me show you what I had next. So I also got a sandwich. I got a sandwich as well, and a salad because I'm healthy. So, yeah, I had this. So the sandwich was corned beef with camembert cheese and like a really terrible baguette and this clown circus dessert thing, yeah, with the bear claw on the side. The sandwich looks amazing. If the bread was better, it would have been amazing. It would have been 10 out of 10. Because the bread was kind of doo-doo, it was about 7 out of 10. Interesting sandwich design. What's wrong with the design? It has lettuce and like other vegetables at the bottom. Then it has corned beef, and then it has camembert cheese, and then it has the top part of the baguette on top. Camembert strips. Yeah, I actually love camembert cheese. It's so good. It's probably one of my favorites. So it was mid? I don't know. 7 out of 10 is not mid. Mid means bad. Yeah, it was alright. It's just the bread that could have been better, but bread in Japan is not so good, so it was understandable. Bad bread can ruin a great sandwich strategy. Yeah, because like I feel like bread is a big part of bread is a big part of a sandwich. Anyway, the Apothecary Diary. So I went to USJ because I wanted to see Jinshi and Mao Mao. Sandwich is assembled upside down. The meat goes on the bottom. I always put the protein on the top. I put the salad on the bottom, so it gets weighed down by the meat. Japanese bread is good because it's not hard. I don't like that about Japanese bread though. Anyway, so the main reason I wanted to go to USJ is so I could see the Apothecary Diaries attraction. So it was actually really cool. So what you did was you had to queue up for this. It's this investigation. You're supposed to help Mama with an investigation, and you need to go all around the park and get these clues, and then you have to fill in. You have to do this like paper thing and fold it, and then like it's really cool. It was very like an investigation type of thing, and then you submit it, and if it's correct, they'll give you a secret invitation to meet Mama and Jinshi here, and then you get like a bookmark as a gift from Jinshi for completing the investigation. So that's what I did, and yeah, I got to meet them here at the Dragon's Pearl. Look, it's so cool. I love it. It's so cool. So they're having their little thing there because I think there's videos all over the internet on Twitter of them doing their little thing, talking and stuff. And then I took a more closer picture here. Okay, so it wasn't actually the good-looking one. The Jinshi was like the average. There's like 3 Jinshi actors, 3 Jinshi and 3 Mama actors. There's one that's really good-looking. So I think they usually go out in the morning. There's a pair that look exactly like them, very beautiful, 10 out of 10. This one is like the second one that's okay. Not the ugliest ones, but they're not very good in my opinion. Like the Jinshi was alright. The Mao Mao is not very attractive, but she doesn't look like Mao Mao to me. But the Jinshi was alright. Not the good Jinshi, but he's still alright. The outfits look so good. Yeah, the outfits and the wigs were like on point. They're so good. Like they're made professionally. Adjustable. Welcome to the Epicon memberships! Thank you! Adjustable. Did I say your name right? An average Jinshi? Like, yeah, because he's like, okay, there was one ugly Jinshi. It's not, at least we didn't get the ugly one. But I wanted to see the good looking one! But yes, that's them. And I also got another picture of them, hold on. This one. I'll zoom in on them. Look! So, like, he's alright. He's not bad. But the Mao Mao, to me, she did not look like Mao Mao. She just looked... I don't know. She just looked too un-Mao Mao-like. But yeah, the costumes and the wigs were really, really good. It's cute, though. Like, her wig was really good. Ooh. But yeah, I saw them. I was really happy. I got to see the Apothecary Diaries exhibit. You want his drip? You want to wear these Chinese clothes? I feel like it's really flattering for anyone to wear. But yeah, they don't look so cool. Did she have the freckles? She did. She did have the freckles. Okay, you can't see it in the photo, but she did have the freckles. You can't see it because the photo quality isn't good, but she did actually have it. And I thought they looked like specks of dirt, so actually it was accurate. It was really accurate. He looks good. There's a better looking Jinshi, so he's not bad. This one's not bad, but there's a better looking one. He's the so there's 3, right? He's the medium one. He's not the ugliest one, whereas she's the, I think she was the ugliest Mao Mao. So there's better looking Mao Maos. And unfortunately we didn't get to see the best pairing one. Very unfortunate. I think we were too late, that's why. So they already swapped out. That was cousin now. This is better one. This is a better one. If I find them, I'll show you the picture. Anyway, I got a Jinshi drink. It was really nice. It was like lychee, purple lychee drink. Purple lychee drink, and it was really nice, tasty drink. It had a lychee in it. Oh, and then after that, I got a churrito. I got a churrito, guys. You know what a churrito is? I didn't know what a churrito was. I didn't know what a churros was. I didn't know there was a churrito. And then Zero told me, oh, that's how to make it sound more kawaii and cute. Got a churrito into the churros. Even though it was huge, it was really long. It was like longer than my arm. It was super long. So I was told a churrito was supposed to be a small one. It was tasty. It was really good. Isn't it kawaii, guys? Isn't it so cute? You know those marshmallows on top? They're heart-shaped marshmallows. Chorizo? No! Churrito. Did I say it wrong? Guys, is it not churrito? Churitosu is what it's called in Japanese. Churritos. Churritos. It was very sweet. It was tasty. It was a bit too sweet though. But it was still nice. And it's very cute, right? It's a very kawaii churrito. Churritos. And then I had this for lunch. So there's an Irish pub called Finnegan's in USJ, and they're actually closing down after being in service for 25 years. So so we went there for our lunch. So I got the beef stew, and that is, so the thing on the right is a big tomato. The thing on the left is like, Gumi thought it was a dumpling. It was a battered mushroom. The thing on the left. The thing in the middle is mash. Overall, it was very delicious. It was very good. It was very heavy. I couldn't eat the bread because it was just too much. So I just ended up eating the stew itself on its own. So that was very good, very tasty. I would recommend, but you know, it's closing down, so I don't know if anyone will have time to go. But it was very good, very tasty. A battered dumpling? No, so it's not a dumpling. It was a mushroom. The mash kind of like bubble and squeak. You know, the mash was actually the most delicious part. I love bubble and squeak. But that mash was so good. I don't know what they put in it. I think they must have put leeks in it or something, like bubble and squeak, I guess. It was so good. It was so tasty. I have to like steal that recipe. Looks good, but battered mushroom instead of dumpling is a bit odd. Yeah, so what Gumi's theory was, like, they saw a picture of an Irish beef stew. They couldn't identify what the dumpling was. So I say battered. You know, like American corn dogs. They basically dipped a mushroom in American corn dog batter and deep fried it. I think they didn't know what a dumpling was. They just saw a picture and they're like, this is like crispy and brown looking. Maybe it's a corn dog thing. So it was very odd, but it was still tasty. It was a little bit odd in the stew. It was odd in the stew, but it was tasty. It was very, very strange. Yeah, I did also expect a dumpling, but yeah, yeah, we got that I got that instead. And then I had pudding. So this was actually more towards the evening. I had a mango, it's basically like a sorbet, a mango sorbet kind of thing. And why the two dinner rolls look so different? They're two different types of bread. I had a bit of like one of them, the more softer one, but the hard one was just too hard. So I had a mango sorbet, and I also had this really, really interesting pudding tart. So this pudding is called, in Japanese, called pudding alla modo. So it's like pudding a la mode, I guess. Is that a thing in English? Pudding a la mode. So pudding a la mode is like, you know, what do you guys call it in American? Flan? The caramel pudding thing? Flan? So it's like flan with cherry on top. That's called pudding a la mode. And it's quite a popular sweet in Japan. But what they did was they fused the pudding a la mode with a tart, a fruit tart. So they put the pudding on top of the fruit tart. It looked very indulgent. It was very cute, so I decided to buy it. It was very, very heavy. Like I couldn't like finish it all, but it was still quite a cute concept. It looked very cute. Flan, you misheard as flat. How on earth can you mishear N and T? I think you need to get your ears checked. Anyway, so it was very tasty, but it was very, very heavy. Like, it's a very strange combination. I've never seen pudding and tarts combined. It was very cute. It was very cute. A la mode just means ice cream in America. Oh, really? Really? In Japan, pudding a la mode just means it's got cherry on top. What? What? Okay, this is Japanese English, guys. I didn't know. I've only ever seen a la mode in Japan, so I just assumed it was a cherry on top. Guys, sorry, I'm just being paranoid right now, looking around. case there's more spiders somewhere. A la mode means current style or something in French. Oh, okay. Well, if they're just going by French definition. Zaku, what does something a la mode mean in French? We need to hear it from Zaku. I feel like I can only trust Zaku here. A la mode just means trending. Okay, so I can't accept this definition of with ice cream then. If it just means a trendy thing, then it's true that pudding with a cherry on top is very trendy. It was trendy in the 1980s, I think, in Japan. I think it was like during the bubble era of Japan that, the Showa era, that they did the pudding. Because they thought it was like a Western thing. They thought it was like a Western thing to have like pudding with a cherry on top. So it was very trendy. So that's what I had for my pudding. Oh yeah, so I got a lot of compliments during my time there in USJ. Like I had a lot of people stopping me, including park staff, saying, "Oh my gosh, your outfit's so cute. Gengar is so cute." So let me show you guys what I wore. I kind of did a really terrible drawing on my phone, but basically this was my fit. This was my fit. So I wore like a Gengar themed outfit. So the top had Gengar on the sleeves and stuff, but in like white, and then it had like a little Gengar picture on the front and also on the back, and I had this Gengar plush like bag thing, and I had the Gengar leg warmer things, and I wore it with my platform trainers. So the ice cream was probably trendy around World War II. I think they just replaced ice cream with whipped cream in Japan. But yeah, that's what I wore, right? And I think it was quite subtle as well as cool. It wasn't over the top. There wasn't like, you know, Ita bags with loads of like Gengar plushies everywhere, because I like keeping mine quite subtle. The Hex Maniac. I actually had my hair in twin tails, and it was like in drill curls. So I thought it was quite cute. And yeah, loads of people were like stopping, saying, "Oh my god, kawaii, kawaii," and like, you know, complimenting the fit. So I was quite pleased with that. Bees, thank you for 8 months of Overclock memberships. Oh, she does exist. What do you mean? I stream every day. What do you mean she exists? I'm here every day. So anyway, I really like enjoyed putting together this cord. And because I had a slightly Gengar themed one. Okay, so 2 years ago I went to USJ with Gumi as well, Gumi and Co again. But they wanted to do like a, what's the word? They wanted to do a Harry Potter themed thing. So we had to all dress as Hogwarts students. So I kind of did Hogwarts / Gengar, because I also went there for my own personal reasons to see Gengar 2 years ago. The, you know, DJ Gengar. So I had like Gengar nails, and I had like Gengar accessories and everything, and then I had the Hogwarts uniform on top. But yeah, and I had a Gengar bag and stuff. So this time when I went, I thought, you know, it has to be just the full Gengar fit. And isn't it so cool? Guys, don't you think my fashion sense is really good? Speaking of fashion though, so there's a lot of people in cosplay in USJ. Like a whole load of people in cosplay, especially kids. Like USJ was mainly full of teenage girls and couples. A few families as well, but mainly like couples. Like very young couples and teenage girls. And they were dressed so like... I don't know. I was like very confused, because like I saw a lot of girls dressed as like sexy nuns and like sexy werewolf and like sexy police officer. And I think the most concerning part was like I walked past this mother with her 3 kids. I'm assuming that those were her 3 kids. They could have been friends, but they all looked like around the similar age. Like the youngest looked about like 7, 8. The eldest looked about 11 to 12. So they were within the age range of 7 to 12. Now, I'm not kidding you. These girls were dressed in, like, this... You know, okay, in Japan, what is it? Okay, but let me show you what a police officer cosplay looks like in Japan. Because they have those Halloween police cosplay kind of things. Oh my god, I found the exact outfit. Oh my god, there's no way. There's no way I found the exact outfit on Google. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I found the exact outfit, so let me show you. Hello, child services. That's exactly like what I wanted to do. That's exactly what I wanted to. Hold on. Seems like Halloween in America, an excuse to dress promiscuous. You know, they do the same in Japan. It's literally an excuse to dress, you know, very, you know, very little clothing. So anyway, so these girls are wearing... So again, I'm going to reiterate, their ages looked about 7 to about 12 years old. And they were wearing this. Get ready for this. They were wearing this. I'm going to crop this girl's face out. I just got this from Google. With the fishnets. Okay, the skirt, no. They were wearing a tight, short pencil skirt. So the skirt's not right, but the outfit looked like this. With the fishnets. Yes! 7! Yes! So, you know, the bodies are like, you know, they're like kid bodies! They're literal children! Like actual children! Dressed like that! And the mom was with them! Their mom was there! Okay, fine. I found one with a better skirt. Okay, I found one with a more accurate skirt. Okay, I found one with the skirt that they were wearing. Like, they were wearing this skirt. Oh my god. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Just good enough? There's costumes for kids. Well, I mean, like, the clothes in Japan are very small. I think kids can fit them. I'm curious about what the one mom was wearing. Mom was dressed normally. The mom was dressed, like, completely, like, normal. Okay, here. Like this. See, it's not exposed that much. It's pretty exposed. Well, it's not that about being I guess it's more like tight clothing with short skirt like that. I wouldn't make my 7-year-old wear that. I wouldn't let my 7-year-old wear that. I wouldn't let anyone like under 16 or whatever wear that. Especially with like the fishnets and the boots and everything. Like it looks really age inappropriate to me. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm a boomer. But for me, like, I wouldn't let my sister dress like that. I would not allow my sister to leave the house dressed like this. There is no way. The only odd part to me is the fishnets. I just think the short, tight pencil skirt was very inappropriate. I just don't think a child should dress like that. The fishnets did like, yeah, it's a whole outfit put together, I guess. Not so much skin showing. Well, there was a lot of skin showing on the legs. Like, literally almost the entire legs were revealed. So, I mean... That's I would say your whole legs, like literally just the skirt stopping just, you know, below your butt is a lot of leg. That's a lot of skin. But it's not about the amount of skin showing as well. It's also just like the look of the overall outfit. Like, it's not something I would expect a child to wear. Like, I've seen lots of women dressed like that, but not young girls. I wouldn't want, like, you know, them to be stared at in a funny way. Asking to dress like that under the age of 18 is how you get the chancla. See, back in our day, right? You ask your mum or you try to go out the house dressed like that, your mum will probably beat you to, like, you know, out. She'll literally send you to outer space, right? You know, that's you know, that's the, you know, I don't know. I don't know, like, this isn't a version with tights. I mean, this girl in the picture's not wearing tights either. She's also wearing, you know, the fishnets. But maybe this is a ploy so criminals turn themselves in. I don't know. But yeah, it's a very, very tight clothing, very, very tiny tight clothing with fishnets and, like, you know, the black boots. It just looked very inappropriate for a child to wear. Maybe I'm being old. Maybe modern day kids, they can dress like this, but, you know, for me, I would never ever allow my sister to go out dressed like this. Never. Like, I would... There's no way. There's absolutely no way I would ever let my sister go out dressed like that. Absolutely not. You know, when I was about... I remember pedos when I was like 11. And I was dressed like a normal 11-year-old kid back then, right? I was dressed in, you know, my t-shirt and my jeans and, you know, my baggy combats and boots. And, like, I was dressed, like, in baggy clothing and I still had pedos looking at me with their pedo eyes. So, like, imagine dressing like that. There's pedos everywhere. There's no way I'd ever let my sister ever go out like that. So... kids back in my day dressed as dinosaurs and monsters. That's what I'm saying! Bring back the dinosaurs and the monsters and the zombies! Why are you dressing as sexy police officer number 37? Like, I don't know. But, tight, small clothing is normal for 30 degrees. I don't think the clothing was because of the temperature, Prinny. I don't think the size of it was due to the temperatures, because usually tight, form-fitting clothing is supposed to look sexy. But I'm just not... I don't understand why a child needs to look sexy. That's what I'm confused about and concerned about. And the fact that the mother was there with all 3 of her kids. I'm assuming, again, they're all her kids. At least one of them was. I don't know. Maybe the rest were friends. I have no idea. But I just wouldn't ever do that. But again, maybe, you know, this is modern parenting and I'm just old. But yeah, I was quite shocked to observe. And that wasn't the only thing, right? I also saw lots of, like, young teenage girls. There were definitely junior high school kids. They weren't even high school. There were definitely junior high school kids. Dressed as, like, sexy nuns and stuff like that. Like, their skirt was split all the way to the top of their, like, hips. And, you know... They're wearing, like, what do you call it? Like, some of them wear fishnets, some of them were wearing, like, what do you call it? The garters and the sheer tights and things. Like, I don't know, like, it was really weird. It just felt like I was in another world. It just felt very bizarre. Like, again, if it's just kids, like stockings, yeah, like sheer stockings, like, if it was just a place where there's only kids, like, whatever, let them do that within their own kind and within their own age, like, whatever. But there's adults here. There's, like, whole-ass adult men, like, around. And, I don't know, I would just personally never let a kid of mine go out. I mean, it's possible that the parents didn't know they're out there dressed like that, but, you know, there was that mum with her kids. So, I don't know. I don't know, again, maybe I'm just too old. You know, sexy nuns and police officers, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't go to USJ dressed like that. Go to USJ dressed as a Pokemon! Go in there in your Chainsaw Man cosplay! Go in there dressed as Charlie Brown with Snoopy! Like, why are you dressing like that? Chainsaw Man is Halloween relevant! Go dress as Denji! Dress as Rose if you want to be looking sexy! Dress as Rose! Yeah, yep, dress as Pochita. Why can't you dress as Pochita, huh? Dress as Pochita. Kids always racing to look and feel mature. Yeah, I know. And I think it's getting to a very scary point now. You know, they're doing their 15-step skincare, Korean skincare routine. When they've got young skin, they're wearing very tight and small, tiny clothing. I just don't understand, like, why they want... Just enjoy your youth. You know, when I was their age, guys, when I was their age, you know what I used to wear? I used to wear Visual K. Visual K clothing, emo clothing, that's what I wore. Baggy trousers, combat boots, Vans, hoodies, Lolita. Like, I used to dress... Okay, I wasn't dressed that normally either, fair enough. But at least I was covered up, you know? At least I still looked like a kid, I think. And if I were to go to a theme park at that age, if it was USJ, if I were to go to USJ, you know what I'd wear? I'd wear a Gengar fit. And you know what I wore this time I went at my age right now? A Gengar fit. You know, you gotta represent your favorite Pokemon. That's one of the shocking observations at USJ. Another thing that actually happened that really threw me off. You know when I got the churritos, yeah? When I got the churritos, I got Nihongo Jozu'd. And I haven't been Nihongo Jozu by a random person, like, for a very long time. I actually don't know if I've ever been Nihongo Jozu, to be honest. Maybe my Nihongo was very non-Jozu before. But I've never been Nihongo Jozu before. At least I don't recall. But I actually got Nihongo Jozu for like the first time. But still not agreeing with it, but I do remember girls in middle school and high school trying to dress older back in my day too. Yeah, no, in my school it happened as well. I remember when I was in year 7, one of the girls in my year, she had a sixth form boyfriend. So she's in year 7, which meant she was 11 years old. Her sixth form boyfriend was 17 or 18. I want to say that again. There was a girl in my year, in year 7, who had a boyfriend who was in year 12 or year 13. And I remember a lot of the girls back in when I was in year 7, they would, you know, wear makeup as well, shorten their skirts when they got to school. Like, it happened. It happened back then, but I feel like it's happening to a higher degree right now. It's like it's worse now, in my opinion. I guess because TikTok is making it normal. Mind blowing. But the thing is, right? Everyone thought she was really cool. Everyone was like looking up to her. She was like the coolest girl in the year because she had a sixth form boyfriend. No one thought it was weird. It wasn't until we were older where people were like, wait a second, isn't it weird that this girl had a boyfriend who was in sixth form? In year 7? Like, it's so weird because when you're at that age, you don't realize how weird it is. Well, I thought it was weird. I remember thinking it was weird, like she had a boyfriend that old. I remember when I found out about her boyfriend in sixth form, I was like, wait, isn't that really old? That's really weird. And everyone was like saying to me, how is that weird? Isn't that so cool? You know, he's older and he's cool and everything. You know, he likes her. And he said that she seems like she's older than her age and she's mature. That's why he likes her. And, you know, and I was just like silent. I was like, okay, whatever. But like, now that I'm older and I'm recalling all of this, the same girls who said that stuff to me. So remember when I went to my friend's wedding in, when I went back in London, right? We actually spoke about this. We actually spoke about that time where everyone was talking about that girl's boyfriend in year 7. And those very same girls who told me that same thing said, oh yeah, it's really creepy how she was going out with that older guy. And you know what I said? I was like, I said that to you back in year 7. I said it was creepy, and you guys said it wasn't. And you guys are basically ganging up against me and kind of gaslit me into being silent. And now you're changing your mind. Yeah, I was very infuriated. I was so annoyed. There was one time in my school where a girl came into school in a form-fitting dress. It was very weird. Like, non-uniform. Oh, you guys don't have uniforms in America, do you? Guys, they're trying to gaslight me. They're trying to gaslight me into basically saying I was wrong. Sorry, I was coughing. But yeah, they're trying to gaslight me, guys. I can't believe it. I knew as a kid that it was creepy. I knew. No one listened to me. You see, I'm always right. I've always been right, even as a kid. Ohio, Ohio. They should owe you a lamb for that. You know what? I should have told them to pay up and given me a lamb. I should have told them that! I was just saying, I told you so! Osaka 行ってたのか. Yes, yes, I did. 言ってたよ。でも人多すぎてすぐ引きこもる。いや、こもりたくなった。I wanted to go home. I wanted to like hide. There were so many people. That's the one thing I couldn't stand about going to USJ. Actually, there was just way too many people. And I think it didn't help because it was so hot and humid, right? The amount of people just made it worse. And there was like nowhere to sit because there was just so many people everywhere. But yeah, going back to the churro story, right? So I bought the churritos, right? So there was actually a lot of tourists there in USJ. So I guess they were like really used to handling tourists there. So I look foreign, right? I don't look Japanese, so they could tell I was foreign. So I'm assuming the reason why they said that is because when I went to order my churrito, I was actually with a friend. So Gumi's travel group has a girl there who I kind of know. I met her through Gumi because she actually came with us to Thailand as well. And she's actually one of Gumi's clients, and Gumi like started inviting her to the trips. She's a very, very funny girl. So Hitogomi wa muri datta ka. It was so bad. Maji de muri. It was like, okay, so she came with us as well to so she's with Gumi in this Japan trip. Let me call her, I'm trying to think of a name for her. Let's call her what's her name begin with M? No, actually, let's call her Luna. Let's call her Luna. Okay, so Gumi's client called Luna. Mickey. It has to be an English name. I don't think a Japanese name would work here. Melissa. Oh, Melissa's a good one. I don't want Mary. Mary sounds weird. Maria. Okay, I'm gonna say Luna. I'm gonna call her Luna. Okay, so the client Luna. So I was mainly hanging around with Luna at USJ, right? And so Luna actually wanted the churritos because the churritos, mine was all pink and sparkly. So basically, the churritos was a Sanrio collab. It was a My Melody and Kuromi one. So there was like a black churritos, which was the Kuromi one, and there was the pink one, which was the My Melody one. So she really wanted the Kuromi one, so I let her get that one, and I got the pink one so we can take photos together. So that's what we did. So she ordered her churritos first in English because she can't speak Japanese. And then I went after her and I just ordered in Japanese, right? And I did the whole transaction and everything in Japanese as usual because, you know, I've been living here for so long. I just normally do that here, right? And then I paid through a Japanese payment method, and I think when I paid for that method, that's when the girl was like, "Oh, do you live in Japan?" Like she asked that in Japanese, or do you live in Japan? I was like, "Yeah, I live in Tokyo." And she's like, "Oh, that's why you're so Nihongo Josu." And I was like, "Ah, I love Nihongo Josu." Guys, did I make it in life? Is this how you make it as a foreigner? You get Nihongo Josu. But yes, I got Nihongo Josu, and I was actually so like taken aback. I was like, whoa, wait, I've never been Nihongo Josu before. This feels kind of good. I felt really complimented. I was like, oh, thank you. I felt so praised, guys. Like no one's ever praised me like that before. So I was very happy about that. So that was Tuesday. After that, I had after we finished with USJ. Oh, we went to see zombies. So basically, after like 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., the zombies come out. Let me see. Oh wait, no, I didn't finish the story yet. I didn't show you guys the. Sorry, no. Let's not skip to the zombie part yet. The zombies were after I went to see the Resident Evil attraction. Guys, it's the Nemesis! Look! I'm the Nemesis! I'm the Nemesis! I'm the Nemesis! I didn't meet him, but like, you know, I saw Nemesis! Guys, look how good Nemesis looks! It's so good, right? Hold on, I've got another picture of Nemesis. It's the character Nemesis from Dead by Daylight! It's the character Nemesis from Dead by Daylight! But yeah, it was very, very cool. I went to the Resident Evil thing, and it was really good. Actually, it was really good. They look spraying water on us though. Oh hey, I just got killed by that guy DVD. Wait, hold on. There was also Chris. There's Chris and Jill. Look how good they look. Look at them. Oh, they look so good. It was really dark, so the photos are quite blurry. Because like my phone was in night mode trying to take the photos. The Jill was very, very good. Let me show you her. Gumi thought she was a bit too cute to look like Jill. But I kind of liked the fact that she was cute and pretty. Hold on, let me find. I got another picture of her. She was moving a lot, so I didn't get a very good picture of her. But even mid-movement, look how beautiful she was. She was very cute. He didn't punch any rocks or boulders, unfortunately, Chris. He was shooting his gun. But yeah, look, she was so pretty. Isn't she so pretty? There was also Ada and Leon, but I only got a video of Leon. I didn't manage to get a picture of him. But yeah, they were the good-looking actors. So I was really happy we got the good-looking ones. She looks just like the games. What do you mean? Well, I said I think she looked fine. It was Gumi who said that she looked a bit too cute for Jill. So you should be questioning her, not me. But yeah, I really enjoyed the Resident Evil attraction thing. It was really, really good. The story was really good, and you know the effects were really good, and also the action. So they did a lot of like fighting scenes, and the Leon was really good, very, very good. Yeah, I understand why Nemesis was after her. I'd be after her too, to be fair. Anyway, so let's then after that there was a zombie. So they do like the Halloween Fright Night things at USJ. So the zombies come out to play. So there's like chainsaw zombies, and they also dance. So they play music. Like I think 2 years ago there was like Ado's Odo. They were like dancing to Odo by Ado. And it was really cool. I can't remember what song they used this time, but there's chainsaw zombies were dancing. But they also had like a creepy dolls, like the haunted dolls, and yeah, they dance. They do whole dance routines, like they actually dance. So it's kind of like Disney. You know how like all the suit actors have to know how to dance properly? It's the same for USJ. Like they have to know how to dance and do dance performances. So they were actually doing proper dances, like performances. And I think that alone makes the whole USJ ticket worth it. Anyway, so let me show you this. So, there was this zombie baby thing, and everyone was going kawaii to it, kawaii, and I was like, but it was going yeah, yeah. So I was like, oh, are you okay? Everyone else was saying kawaii, but I was like, oh, are you okay? And then I was the only one that asked if it was okay. I was the only one. What did I was the only one that asked if it was okay, and it punished me. Look what happened. Are you okay? Did you hear me scream? Did you? Are you okay? Are you okay? I can't remember. Look at this. Maybe it's because I didn't call it okay? Because I asked it was okay instead of calling it kawaii. Are you okay? Did you hear the? It was like giggling. Listen to it laugh. Are you okay? Are you okay? Isn't it funny? I like watched this video so many times. Oh my god. It was such a cheeky baby, and it covered me in this gross milk. You thought it was fish making the noise? Which noise? I only said, are you okay? And I was like, ah! That's it. So only other noises you heard were from other people, and also the baby. The baby was like, ee! In the beginning. But yeah, unfortunately that happened to me. Why me? Why me? Why is it always me? Like, what have I done? Why me? It's so unfair. Anyway, that was Tuesday. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. It's a cafe where you guys work. I wanted to show you guys where you work. The Mauled Cafe. You work at the Mauled Cafe? Because you guys mauled, you know? Always molding. So you need to go to your job at the mold cafe. Go work at the mold cafe, guys. The CL cafe. But yeah. So basically the area I was staying at was full of maid cafes. So I was actually like I was in Namba, but I was like in Dendon Town. Yeah, so I was in Dendon Town, and Dendon Town is basically the Akihabara of Osaka, right? So there's like, but you know, even Akihabara doesn't have this many maid cafes. So hold on, sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah, so even Akihabara doesn't have that many maid cafes. There's maid cafes everywhere in Dendon Town, like everywhere. So every corner had a maid cafe, and I felt bad because At Home Maid Cafe, which is like probably the famous and biggest one in Tokyo, they actually opened one in Dendon Town as well. So like all these poor little maid cafes had to compete. But this one I thought was funny because it says mold. There was some really wild maid cafe names there. So that was so next day. So that was Wednesday. This was Wednesday. I don't know the name Dendon Town, but I know Nipponbashi. So I was in Namba. So Dendon Town is in Namba. Just before Dotonbori. So I was about 10 minutes away from Dotonbori, and I was like bang in the middle of Dendon Town. So yeah, you can see here, this place says Escort Namba. So yeah, I was in Namba. So this was Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning I had a meeting. So I actually saw this on my way to get some coffee and a snack for breakfast before my meeting. And then after my meeting, I went out to meet Gumi and Shinya, and also, so basically Gumi has like a Discord group with like her, I think I told you guys, with her BL friends, right? And one of them is a girl called Val, and this was our like first time meeting her. So we met up with her in a place called Afternoon Tea, and this is what I got. Do you think they know what it means? I mean, I think they said that. I mean, those people who made that cafe probably thinks it says maid cafe, not mold. The mold is just, you know, an in joke. But yeah, yes, the Fujo Code. So her Fujo Code member, we met with her Fujo Code member, and we went to this place called Afternoon Tea, and that's what I had. So that strawberry parfait was amazing. It was the most delicious thing ever, and that's the thing at the back. The thing in the middle of my plate was a salted caramel cheesecake. Now, I don't normally eat cheesecake, but this was actually a very delicious one, so I actually enjoyed that. The thing at the front is with the green mint on it. That was a apple pie, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't very good. But overall, yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And that's what I had on Wednesday. What else did I do on Wednesday? Yeah, so we met up with Val in a shopping center, and yeah, we had this food, and we also did some shopping. Now I took a lot of pictures and videos, but I'll only show you 2 photos because there was like too many. So we went to this shopping center. We went to Hep 5. I love Hep 5. Hep 5 is like for the younger people, you know, like the pop culture people. So all the fun stuff is there, not the boring shopping stuff. It's the fun stuff there, the collab stuff. So I saw this gigantic Godzilla. Look at that. Look at it. I got more pictures. I'm gonna put them in the Discord, but this is all I'll show you just on stream. I took so many pictures for you guys. Look how big it was. It was huge. I took 2 angles of it, but again, like I said, I'll post all the pictures on Discord. It was amazing. It was incredible. Like the amount of detail on it, like it was incredible. I took the side shot of it as well. The details were just incredible. Hep 5. Yeah, I love Hep 5. Hep 5 is my favorite shopping center in Osaka because the other shopping centers are just full of like boring stuff. It's all like designer brands and stuff for ladies and like, you know, all boring stuff. I like the shops that have like cool collab stuff, like anime collabs or like franchise collabs and stuff like that. Look at them grippers. Don't look at the grippers. Anyway, there was also a Kamen Rider store there. So, you know, there's actually one in Tokyo Station. They have one in Hep 5 as well. I think Mono would appreciate this. I took more pictures inside the Kamen Rider store, but look how cool. Look, they've got the suit. They've got the Z suit. Look at this. Look at the shoes. You like Hankyu? Of course you would, Maho. Fancy place. Elegant place. Actually, so, you know when I went to Osaka 5-6 years ago, and I said it was for a business trip, right? It was actually because it was something in collaboration with Hankyu. So Hankyu actually does a British fair, and I think I told you guys I was working for like a company. You know, there's that crazy woman I used to work for, the narcissistic one in London before I went to Japan. So it was actually Hankyu wanted to work with that company for the British fair, and they flew me out to Osaka for that British fair so I could help out with the company stuff. So it was really fun. That Osaka trip was really fun because they paid for everything. They paid for everything because it was fun. Is it weird that I'd 100% buy the suits if I could? Not weird. I'm sure a lot of people would if they could. They do that every year. Yeah, they do. They do the British fair every year. And that was when I found out. That's when I first found out how that Japanese people can't eat scones. Because I remember, so basically, the company that I used to work for, so Hankyu collaborated with them for doing a tea room. And so they brought over like scones and clotted cream and jam and stuff from the UK. And they were tasked with also like decorating the tea room and stuff like that. So I was there overseeing stuff, and it was all slot based. So Japanese people came in and sat down, and they got served their like scones and their tea and stuff. To my shock and horror, I watched them as they all bit into their scones like it was a burger or a cupcake. Like, they didn't cut it in half, they didn't break it in half with their fingers, they just popped the thing in their mouth and bit it like a burger. They're doing it right now. Yeah, it makes sense because it was around this exact time that I went 6 years ago. It was in October, but back then, 6 years ago, October was cold. It was actually cold and nice. Yeah? No, Maho, you're joking. You don't eat. No, Maho, I don't believe it. Maho, you do not eat scones like that. Maho, you're supposed to be the elegant chip. You don't. No, you do not. Well, now I know I eat scones wrong. No. You guys are trolling me. You know, no. I'm not. No, rage baiting. No, I'm being rage baited. No. You guys do not eat like a bug. You do not bite a scone whole like that. No, I don't want to believe it. You're rage baiting me. I'm being rage baited. I'm not falling for it. Okay, right. Maho's cut the scone in half. Okay, good. Makes sense. Good. Because that's not something I expected of you. Because you know so much about British culture. You should surely know how to eat a scone. I wasn't raised with scones, bitch. It doesn't matter. Oh, wait. In America, do you eat biscuits like that? You just bite into it like that? Okay, guys. I think we need to have a serious talk here. Scones. British scones. You're supposed to cut them in half and layer the jam and cream on one half and then bite it. You do not bite the whole thing dry like a burger. Neither should you chop it in half, put the fillings on, and then put the top back on and eat it like it's a burger. Both ways are wrong. I thought you got a bowl of jam and dip the scone in. No. Guys, do you actually not know how to... Are you guys actually being serious? If you're being serious, I will make an afternoon tea stream to show you how to eat scones properly. I will. Do not test me. I will, because this is food crime. This is actual food crime. This is food crime. I'm taking the hat off. Like, I'm actually being so serious right now. That is food crime. You are committing food crimes. No, you do not eat it like a burger. Beans, thank you for the super chat. I cut the scone in half and make a bacon, egg, and cheese. Why are you putting a bacon, egg, and cheese inside a scone? That's incredibly silly. That's incredibly... L Beans. Thank you for the super chat, though. I'll take that. My British father would forbid me from eating scones incorrectly, so see the only reason why I'm eating them. Okay, good. I was about to say. Because, like, you claim to be British, Mr. Five. I'm definitely going to revoke that. Not, I mean, I always do anyway, but, you know. Are you the food police? I am, actually. I am. Americans see something burger-shaped and eat it like one. Okay, alright, okay. Guys, I think we need to actually have a lesson on how to eat scones. I'm incredibly shocked that you guys don't know how to eat scones properly. Incredibly shocked. Incredibly disappointed. I was just laughing and making fun of Japanese people for not knowing how to eat scones, but, you know, Americans are not much better, so I clearly need to teach you guys how to eat them properly. Honestly, like, I can't believe this. I really can't. Anyway, so, Hankyu is a very fancy shopping center. Yeah. But I like Hep 5 because Hep 5 has got it's got all the fun stuff. It's all got the franchise stuff, the collab stuff, the more like younger people stuff rather than like older people stuff. Anyway, let me show you what I bought. So this was Wednesday, so this is what I bought. This was the damage. So the hotel room I was in was a Japanese style one with tatami, so that's what you're seeing right there. So, okay, so let me go one by one. So, okay, so... I don't have a plushie yet. There is no fish plushie. But the one time, if I ever get a fish plushie, I bought this just in case. So it's like a, for your nui, your dolls, your nui gurumi, right? You can dress them up. That's oshikatsu thing, right? I saw this red panda one and I had to buy it because, like, what if I do get one day? What if I do get a plushie? I need to dress it up as a red panda, so that's why I got this red panda costume thing for my future fish plushie. It's so cute. And I got some Family Mart socks. I didn't take a picture of all of it because I didn't want to show you all my socks. But yeah, these Family Mart socks are very big. So they're like one size. They don't sell them at different sizes. They're supposed to be unisex, but it's like 25 centimeters to like 28 or something. Which is not unisex. Because not a lot of women have feet as big as 25 centimeters. 25 is huge. So, like, the sock didn't fit me. It kept bunching up. Because, you know, like, the foot length of the sock was too long. So, you know, the heel part of the sock. The heel part was going up onto my ankles. So I couldn't fit my feet into my shoes properly because the socks are, like, bunching up. And they're, like, super thick socks as well. So, I couldn't fit the socks. And I've always wanted Family Mart socks. And they're just huge. So, it was like, ugh. It was annoying. So, yeah. How small are your heels? That's not how it works, Yasu. A sock is literally like an L shape, right? Because there's a section for your foot. And that foot section is like... Men have a longer one, because men tend to have bigger feet, right? So, they have a longer foot section, which means the heel and the toe part, the start and the end, is a certain length. This one was 25 centimeters, like the smallest. And my foot is smaller than 25 centimeters. So it was very, very, very long. And it meant it kept bunching up and like going like... it was misplaced. Like the placement of the foot parts were like off. It meant I couldn't wear them with my shoes and I couldn't wear them properly. So, I'm just gonna have to keep them like to maybe wear around the house, but I can't wear them with shoes, which is sad. I can't make like a Family Mart coordination. Anyway, I went to the so from the Kamen Rider shop, I got this. So these are actually both blind bags. So these are from Cougar, right? Kamen Rider. I did 2 Kamen Rider Cougar blind bags, and for some reason, both the blind bags, I got the Rising Pegasus form. I got the Pegasus form. Like, what a coincidence, because these are 2 different blind bags and I got both Pegasus form stuff. And then I went to the Shonen Jump store, and I got like these 2 blind bags, like badges. I got Chrome and Suna. Is Skit here? Skit, I'm talking about Reborn. But it's very cute because I like both Chrome and Suna. I really wish I got Mukuro though as well. And then I went to the Mofu-san store. And I got so Mofu-san has like Red Panda stuff. So I got a lip balm, Red Panda lip balm. I got a Red Panda hand cream and a Red Panda pen, and I also got this like Red Panda post-it note thing as a gift. And I also went to the Bandai Namco Cross store, where I got this little Machiboke Gundam, and I also got an Ichiban Kuji like sticker, Pokemon sticker, and I also got this Kirby thing, this Kirby little Kirby figure of it's like a little cup. It's so cute, right? I got the blue one. Is it a cat cosplaying as a red panda? Yes, it's a cat cosplaying as a red panda. That's what it is. Yeah, so that's what I bought on Wednesday. That's my my shopping I did. I spent a lot of money. So much more, too much money. So I have to punish myself for not going out ever again. But yeah, this is what I bought. Any questions? So that was yeah, that was on Wednesday. And oh yeah, on Wednesday I had pepper lunch for dinner. And I think I already spoke about this on Discord a bit, but I got really spooked. Did I wear the socks? Yes, I did wear the socks. I had a whole... I see Zero's not here. I see Zero's just not in the stream. I just had a whole conversation about the socks and he wasn't here. I'm not gonna repeat myself. But yes, Mousehold? What is Mousehold? What does that mean? But yeah, what was I saying? I went to Pepper Lunch for dinner, and I went with Luna and Shinya, and I was eating my Pepper Lunch and everything, and then I tried to pay, right? Is that Pokemon called Mousehold? Is that what it's called? I thought it was called something else. What is it called in its evolved form? I actually don't know the name of this Pokemon. I got it because I wanted the Esper. I don't know if you can see it, but behind the mice there's a Esper in there. And Esper is one of my favorite Pokemon, so that is the evolved form. Tandem Mouse into Mousehold. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get it for this mouse Pokemon. I got it for the Esper. Sorry, guys. I got it for the Esper. I thought it was like there's a grey mouse Pokemon. I thought it was supposed to be that. It has an interesting evolution. How does it evolve? But yeah, and the Pepper Lunch story. So I was trying to pay. So in Japan, right, there's like a lot of places don't accept contactless card, like using your bank card and paying with contactless, like, you know, the Visa Wave thing. So I 4 families rare, usually 3 mice. Those are dolls, I think. I don't think so. The things in their hands are dolls. These are dolls, they're not actual mice. So the 2 are the normal Pokemon, but the 2 in the hands are the dolls. So I was trying to pay by something called ID, which is so because Japan a lot of places don't take contactless with your bank card. They created their own sort of like contactless systems. Like loads of companies made their own contactless system. There's ID, which is owned by Docomo. There's Rakuten Pay. There's PayPay. There's Line Pay. There's Quick Pay. There's like so many different billions of companies made their own contactless ways of paying, right? So the one that's attached to my Japanese bank is called ID, which is the Docomo one. So I asked to pay with ID because obviously I can't pay with my regular bank contactless. And they, for some reason, in Pepper Lunch, they didn't have like a card machine that they could just bring to me, so to tap my ID, and it's on my phone, right? My ID's on my phone, and they're like, "Can you give us your phone?" And I was like, okay. So I did my Face ID, got my contact list out, my ID card, and they still, for some reason, couldn't get the payment working properly. And I was like, okay, you know what, whatever, I can't be bothered to deal with this. I'm just gonna pay by cash and then just leave. So I still hadn't finished eating, so I was still like trying to eat while pay at the same time. So I just gave them the cash, whatever. And then the lady next to me started talking to me. This Japanese woman. She started talking in Osaka-ben. And like, I was so thrown off because firstly, like, in Tokyo, strangers don't talk to you. Especially like in a Pepper Lunch. Pepper Lunch is like fast food. Like, you go in, you eat, you leave. It's like you don't do any talking or like socializing there. It's not an izakaya. If it was an izakaya and some random person talk to me, you know what? Cool. Like, I expect that. It happens. It could happen, right? But in a Pepper Lunch, like a fast food, some stranger talking to me, I was so thrown off. Like, I was like, what the heck? Like, what? And then she was talking to me and she said something. And I didn't understand what she was saying. Now she mentioned like card. So I'm assuming she was asking something about a card, but she was like saying it in like some sort of dialect I didn't understand because it's like she's speaking Osaka-ben, right? So I don't know, like I was very, very confused. I was very confused. I don't know. I didn't know what she was saying. I was very confused, and I was like, hi. Like, I was like, huh? And she repeated it, and I just looked at her like, stuttering, and then she like repeated herself again, but she changed her phrasing to be like regular Japanese. And I was like, she basically said, oh, do they accept card payment here? And I think she asked that because she saw like my ID wasn't working. I don't think she knew I was paying by ID. I was like, well, I think they do accept card payment, but you have to like, Sachikomi, you gotta like insert it. You can't like, you know, tap and pay. And I would try to pay by ID, but it wasn't working, and was like stuttering and like dropping my spaghetti everywhere. She was like, and then I was hoping she'd get the impression, like she'd get the message and think, okay, I better not talk to her anymore. She's like nervous and she's not good at Japanese. And then no, she started talking to me more. She started talking to me more. And I was like so thrown off. I'm not used to this. I'm really not used to like strangers talking to me in Japan, like, you know, in the fast food place. So she was talking to me more. She started talking in like Osaka-ben again. So yeah, I was very like confused. And I can't remember. I think I was like stuttering a lot. I was like,電子カードがご当地で使えないやつ? No. I think it's just in that one, that Pepper Lunch, that specific Pepper Lunch, that ID wasn't working. I don't know why though. But yes, she wasn't even. Yeah, she wasn't Oba-chan. Yeah, she was Oba-chan. Yeah, she was Oba-chan. But yeah, she was talking to me a lot. I got nervous, and then I quickly like left. It must be because you're so Nihongo Josie. You know what? I noticed though, like, it's really weird. Like, I'm not used to feeling like a foreigner in Japan because I don't get foreigner treatment. Maybe the first year I moved here, I did. Maybe I did, but I don't remember anymore. Because I remember obviously back then my Japanese wasn't very good, and maybe I did have more panic on my face, and you know, had moments where I didn't understand things. But you know, for the past like 5 years, I've been living here quite normally. I've blended into day-to-day life. I conduct my entire like life and daily things in Japanese, like completely in Japanese, right? I go to the post office, I go to the supermarket, I go to the bank, I go to the city hall. I do everything in Japanese, and I get treated normally, right? Is that treatment good or bad? What, gaijin treatment? I mean, they try to speak English to you, so I don't know whether you think that's a good or bad thing. I wouldn't mind, to be honest. If people try to speak English to me, I wouldn't mind. But if their English was bad and I don't understand what they're saying, that's the only time I'll get like irritated. But you know, for a lot of foreigners, like they're only here for tourism, right? So they can't speak Japanese and they appreciate the little English help they get. And I'm not one of those like residents who feel like, oh my god, they're speaking English to me. How dare they assume that I can't speak Japanese? I'm not one of those annoying like foreigners. if they speak to me in English, I usually do speak to them in English back. But when I see they're struggling in English, then I speak to them in Japanese to like show them it's okay to speak Japanese. But the thing is, that's not happened to me in a long time. In so many years, I only get spoken to Japanese first. I get spoken in like Japanese first, so I obviously respond back in Japanese. So usually my entire interaction is just Japanese only. And that's the way it's been for so many years. And it wasn't until I went to Osaka, I guess, like USJ and stuff, like I think they assume I'm a tourist because of what I look like, and they try to speak to me in English first, which I don't mind. Again, I respond back in English, but they struggle a lot. And I think in Tokyo, they're much better at like English. So I'm more used to the tourists. In Osaka, they're not so used to it yet, I think. But so I do say, oh, Nihongo de daijoubu desu, and then, you know, they do switch to Japanese. But like I noticed that I guess that experience of being in Osaka made me realize, like, I don't get the gaijin treatment in Tokyo. They just talk to me in Japanese and treat me like, you know, like they know that I live here. So I realized, I'm wondering what it is about me that makes me look like, and I realized it's the way I dress. It's the way I dress and my body language. And like my like small behaviorisms, like, and I actually realized this when I went back to the UK a couple of months ago, right? Like I was doing small behavioral things that are normal in Japan, but very weird in the UK. And I didn't realize I did these sort of things until I was in the UK. Like, small bows, like you bow a lot in, like, there's different types of bowing in Japan, right? But there's like also like small mini bows, like polite bows, like when you bow to say thank you, and then bow when you pass someone, you know, whatever, like, and this, or like when you accidentally, like, you know, brush past someone, you know, you say, oh, bow and say sorry, like, you know, this small sort of stuff. I do it without realizing, and I guess it's okay when you're living in Japan and you know it's normal. But when you're in a foreign country, when you're in a different country, it stands out and you look kind of weird. So I had to like kind of unlearn all that behavior when I went back to the UK. Jaywalking as well. I was always like stopping at the traffic lights, and Gumi was bullying me about it. She was like, "Yeah, you can just cross. Doesn't matter if it's a red light, just cross." So small things like that, I guess, maybe. And also, I think the big thing is the way I dress. And again, I didn't realize I dressed in a very particularly like Japanese way until I went to the UK. In Vexpo, all the VTuber girls kept complimenting me on my outfits, like down from the accessories to the shoes. And I was quite confused, honestly, because I thought I was dressed quite normally. But then I realized, yes, in Japan, I guess it was considered normal, but in the UK it wasn't. Having such a coordinated setup and, you know, stuff like that is, I guess, a very Japanese thing to do. So I'm assuming the reason why maybe I get spoken to in Japanese first in Tokyo a lot is because I kind of blend in with the people in terms of my mannerisms and my clothing. Because obviously I definitely do not look Japanese. But I think they probably observe what I look, how I'm behaving, or like my body language, and then they assume that I am someone who lives here. That's the only thing I can assume, because let me tell you what happened. So I'm time skipping, but on my way back yesterday, last night, so last night I got the coach, right? And on this coach, there were 2 other foreign people, and they were actually ahead of me on the queue. And so the driver has to check the bookings before they let you onto the coach. So the driver, there's a driver, and there's another attendant who's helping the driver put the luggage inside the coach. So when the driver was speaking to the first customer, who was a foreign girl, and she, I don't know, she was probably a tourist, I'm assuming. She couldn't speak Japanese at all, and she was like speaking to him in English, and he was trying his best to kind of like, he had very, very limited English skills, and he was trying his best to try and like, you know, respond to her in English and stuff like that. and she told her seat number in English and everything else. And then the suitcase attendant guy also spoke to her in English. Second person in the queue was a man, and the bus driver guy just spoke to him in English straight away. Like, he didn't even try and attempt Japanese. He just spoke to him in English and was like, oh no, can I have your name, blah, blah. And then again, the attendant who put the suitcase away also spoke to that guy in English. Now, the third person in the queue was me. So you'd think he'd speak to me in English, right? Because those two before were also foreign and had to speak English. No, the bus driver spoke to me in Japanese. I was so thrown off because I was fully expecting him to talk to me in English. And he spoke to me in Japanese, like, you know, check my name and everything. And then he told me my seat number in Japanese. Like, you know, with seat numbers, right? It's like A, B, C, D. Like, it's a number. So, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and A, B, C, A, B, C. So you can, or A, B, C, D. So your seat could be like 1C or 2B or whatever. So he was telling them their seats, oh, your seat is 2B. Your seat is 5D, like, blah, blah, blah. You know what he said to me? Q no shi. Q no shi. So he said it completely in Japanese. And I'm like, oh, where's my guided treatment? And then I was like, okay, well, maybe the attendant will speak to me. Then the suitcase guy, no, he asked me in Japanese where I was going. I was like, I'm going to Tokyo. And he's like, okay. And he spoke to me. He told me everything else in Japanese. I was like, you know what? I thought I was finally getting the foreigner treatment here in Osaka. Nope. Nope. But yeah, that's what happened. And I realized I don't really get the foreigner treatment anymore, guys. Like the Choritos lady. Oh yeah, I can tell you live here. I was like, bro, I don't know. At the same time, I don't know if I like this because I don't want to go back to the UK and be a weirdo. I don't want to be like one of those people that are like saying konnichiwa and bowing like in Tesco. Imagine. But anyway, yeah, I going back to the topic. So this is what I bought on Wednesday. And yeah, I had my pepper lunch, and then after that I went to Gumi's Airbnb just to like charge my phone because I'm stupid and I forgot my charger. I forgot the correct charging cable. So I was like in their Airbnb hanging out with like Luna and Shinya as well, just like charging my phone. And also I went to pick up my crisps. Yeah, got my crisps. What else? Oh yeah, so I was talking to Luna a bit, right? Something really funny happened. You guys will probably find this funny. So I was talking to Luna and I was like telling her, because okay, so Luna, right? This is her first time in Japan. I'm not joking. She had a very incredibly large suitcase and a medium-sized suitcase with her. So she had 2 checked-in baggages and a carry-on. I am not kidding you. Both of her luggages were completely full to the brim, like bursting. Now, if you're thinking, oh, she bought so much stuff already in the span of like 3 days. No, guys. That's what she packed from home. She brought, like, it looked like she was moving to another country. That's how much stuff she had. She packed so much. And I looked at her, I was like, were you not planning to buy anything in Japan? Like, how are both of your massive suitcases this full? She's like, but I need all my clothes. Like, you know, we're here for like 3 weeks. And I'm like, you have like 3 months worth of clothes there. And she's like, well, what about you? How did you pack? I was like, you see that tiny carry-on suitcase in there? That's empty. That's just full of crisps. And she's like, where's all your clothes? I said, well, I packed smart, you know? I packed just a t-shirt. I packed a t-shirt, a skirt, tights, socks, underwear, leggings, and a hoodie. And with these 7 staple items, I can make a bunch of outfits. I can wear the skirt with the hoodie, I can wear the skirt with the t-shirt, and I can wear the skirt with the cape top thing I got. And I can wear those exact same outfits again, but instead of the skirt, I can wear them with leggings. And with the skirt, I've got 2 combinations. I can wear my skirt with tights, or I can wear my skirt with leg warmers. So I can combine the outfits and make like so many different combinations with just those core items that I packed. And that's called a capsule wardrobe, right? So it means you can like make loads of combinations on different outfits, like 10 different outfits from like...
$50 has been fished from Beans. Thanks for keeping this server running. Punishment for spending your money, or something. You have to fish me.
Punishment for spending your money or something? You have to fish me? Beans, did you miss me? Beans, did you miss me? I think, guys, I think Beans missed me. I think he's too shy to admit it, but I think Beans missed me. Beans, it's okay. It's okay, you can just say it. You can just say you missed me, it's fine. No, thank you so much, Beans. That makes... Oh no, my cheeks. Ah! I'm feeling flustered. I'm feeling flustered. As a member of the Fish Haters Club, I cannot say it. Hey, you need to send a hate to Marrow. Maybe I'll read it on the Marrow stream. I'm feeling flustered. Thank you, Beans. Thank you, WBeans. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Did she forget she can wash stuff? That's what I said. I was like, you can literally just bring like a week's worth of clothes and wash it. there's laundries everywhere. I don't know. But yeah. So I told her that, yeah, she said, oh, so you made a capsule wardrobe, that's smart. And I was like, yeah, that is smart. I'm known for my smarts. And she was like, yeah, you're also known for being humble too. And, by the way, she does not know I'm a VTuber. She doesn't know anything about my stream. She knows nothing about this. She knows nothing about like our memes or anything. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna tell my... And then I told her, oh my god, wait, you know... And then I told her that, oh my god, I'm a streamer, by the way, I stream. And that's actually like almost like an in-joke with my chat. I'm gonna tell them that. I'm gonna tell them you said that. She's like, wow, so now you're farming me for content? You're gonna pay me royalties for this? It sounds like she knows about glaze. I know, but she didn't know anything. Guys, I am known for my humility, it's true. I'm so glad she saw it. I was just telling her how smart I was. But it's true. You can be smart and humble at the same time. Guys, that's me. I'm both smart and humble. It's true. You can be smart and humble if you're me, that is. You guys know. Me, yes. I can be smart and humble. Not you guys, though. Okay, stay safe out there, but you know. I'm smart and humble. But anyway, I thought that was funny. I wanted to tell you guys that. It was really funny. Alright, so that was Wednesday. Okay, so Thursday. Thursday. So on Thursday, we went to this shopping center, and I haven't been there since like 2015, because there used to be a Gundam cafe there. People can be smart and humble. You? I'm literally the epitome of smart and humble. That's me. I've been told to my face, I am bald, I am a lion, I am stupid. Okay, but Beans, is any of that wrong? I want you to think about that carefully. Is it wrong? Anyway, so on Thursday we went to this shopping center. No, I'm not wrong! We went to this shopping center, which I haven't been to since 2015, because there used to be a Gundam cafe there, which unfortunately closed because of COVID. And there was like a giant like a statue outside as well. And there was like a really good Gundam cafe. It was actually better than the Tokyo Gundam cafe in my opinion. I really liked that place. So I went there, but yeah, the Gundam cafe was closed in 2021, I think. And very sad. But the reason, and like normally I wouldn't have gone, right? Especially because every time we used to go there as a group, Gumi always wanted to get the KFC buffet. And I was never like interested in it because like I can eat like maybe at max, if I'm pushing it, 2 pieces of fried chicken. The whole buffet of KFC is not going to work for me. But she really likes like the biscuits, the American biscuits, honey biscuits or whatever in KFC. So she really wanted to have like a buffet of that, I guess. We went there. So this was yesterday, Thursday. We went there, it was closed for renovation. Can you believe it? It was closed for renovation, opening on the 19th. So we didn't have KFC, which was fine for me. Like, I didn't care too much. So then I just went around. I did a bit more shopping. I bought something. Which for you guys, actually. I bought these tiny little like oshikatsu things. Like they're like little. You know how like Did you guys see what Pastel made for me? She made like a fish fan, like a heart-shaped fish fan. And I found mini plastic acrylic ones which you use as a keychain. So I was thinking of decorating them. I got 5. I was thinking of decorating them and making like a fish oshikatsu fan, but I was gonna like gift them to like, I don't know. I have to think about how I'm gonna gift them, like give them away or something. To you guys. So I'm looking forward to decorating those. That's what I got. I think that's all I got. Oh, I did eat. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I ate this at the shopping center. So they had like Calbee. So maybe some of the chips remember. I got you like a small snack called jagariko, which is these like potato sticks, like chips. So they had fresh versions, which were literally just like mashed and deep fried potato sticks. They were so delicious. I love them. I just like potato. I think I really like them. They're so like crispy and soft in the inside as well. I think they could have tasted better with sauce, but they tasted really good though. I was really happy. I could have eaten a lot. They had a very gentle potato flavor and like salted, and like a vegetable flavor coating. It was very tasty, so I enjoyed that. Fresh version was really good. I enjoyed it. It was very nice. And then this is what I had for my lunch. Jajan! Okay, so this is chicken namban, right? So this is actually tartar sauce. That thing there, that's tartar sauce. Usually chicken namban, they put the tartar sauce on the top of the chicken. They had this like sweet sauce on top of the chicken, and I think I regretted getting it because that sweet sauce was way too strong. It was fine with the tartar sauce on top, it like neutralized the flavor, but it was too like sweet and sour tasting. It didn't taste like Japanese chicken namban, so I was quite confused by this, but I did eat it. It was really good. And this miso soup was a chicken broth based one with chicken, and had chicken meatballs inside. So this restaurant specialized in chicken dishes. So the tartar sauce was actually really good, Gabriel. Like it was a really delicious tartar sauce. So it was really nice. The salad was good as well. The chicken, no, so the chicken wasn't crispy. And I think that's why I didn't like it. Chicken namban is goated with the sauce. Big Ed, thank you so much for the super chat. Normally, yes, but like I don't know. I feel like Torikizoku does a better chicken namban than this place. But it was very good. Very nice tartar sauce, and the chicken itself and the sauce, I didn't like it too much, but the soup was really good. The miso soup was delicious. So that was my lunch. And then, so my coach was in the evening. So after the shopping center, they were all done, Gumi and Co. So they were heading back to their Airbnb to like drop off their bags and like roll around for a bit until they went to dinner, I think. So I decided to just go and say goodbye to them. So I went off on my own way. I went back to Namba. I went to Dotonbori actually, and I took a few pictures of Dotonbori for you guys. This man is in the shot. If he wasn't in it, it'd be so perfect. Look, it looks so empty. Yeah, this was I took a picture of Dotonbori. Ta-da! Go to the next picture. Jajan! It's Guriko! Nice picture. I like this aesthetic. Yeah, me too. I don't know what it is. I love it at nighttime in Japan. I just absolutely love it. I love the lights. I just love how bright it is, how colorful it is. I don't know. I'm just really happy at night when it comes to Japan. And then yeah, there's a famous Glico running man, or Guriko as they say in Japanese. And then the famous river shot. Speaking of Glico, Mikado's apparently made my Glico. Yes, yes, yes. They make a lot of sweets, I think. The famous river shot. Ta-da! I was walking around Dotonburi. And then this is what I saw. And after that, I went to karaoke by myself, Hitokara, for 4 hours until my coach came. And that was it. And that was my day yesterday. And then I got on the coach, arrived in Tokyo at 7:50 this morning, and I had to try and get on the train to get home before my stream started. And that was my adventure for the past few days. That was what I was up to. So guys, did you enjoy the story? Oh yeah, actually, you know when I was in karaoke, by the way, so I was just like mainly just like laying down and just like not really singing too much because I was just tired and I tried to rest a bit. And there were some times I was singing. I was just singing random songs. For some reason, I was in a kind of like opera mood. So I was singing Lilium, and I was also singing Tsuki no Mayu, and also Dayu, the big fish. It was a Chinese song. Cause I was trying to sing like opera kind of sounding singing again, like choir singing, and I was singing it. Like I think I was singing Lilium. Yeah, I was singing Lilium, and there was like these Japanese guys like peeking into my door. So the way the karaoke doors are in Japan, right? They're like one long window where they put like a misted sticker on it, but then the sides and the top are still unmisted, so you can still see people through that gap. And I saw these 4 boys are like peeking in while I was singing. And then I opened the door and I said, you know, excuse me, can I help you? And they were like, oh, sorry, you know, they're like apologizing. They said, oh, we thought you were like, oh, you know, an opera singer or something. And I was like, whoa, is this a compliment? And then yeah, I don't know, I felt very complimented when that happened. So maybe, I don't know if it meant that I was good or not, but I don't think something like that would ever happen in Tokyo. So that was a very Osaka thing, I think. Lilium is peak. I was singing Lilium, Tsuki no Mayu, and Dayu, I think, from my memory. I was thinking of singing Lilium for the... Hold on, I'm stretching. I was singing Lilium. Sorry, stretch. I'm gonna sing Lilium for the Halloween karaoke. You must have impressed them a lot. I mean, I think I was the only foreigner there. I think maybe... I don't think I saw any other, like, non-Japanese... I didn't see any non-Japanese people in that karaoke. So maybe they heard some non-Japanese song. They're like, whoa, wow, who's singing that? In not Japanese. And then they heard that. It was quite funny. It was very cute. They looked very young. They looked like they looked like high school students. So it was very cute. It was very cute. Oh, speaking of singing though, so when I went back to like Number Station to get my coach, there was like a singer, there's a guy singing outside, like busking. His voice was so beautiful. His singing was so beautiful that I actually got stopped in my path just to listen to him. And I think if a voice is that powerful and moving, you know they've got talent. Because it wasn't just me who stopped. I crossed the road to listen to this man. That's how much I was like, you know, pulled in. It wasn't just me. There was like a whole massive crowd forming around this random man singing. His voice was just so emotional and powerful. I did record a video. There's like loads of people walking in the way, so I don't know if I can post it. But his voice was absolutely incredible. Now, what I found funny was the signs in front of him. He had, so normally when you see those sort of street singers, right, they have like their social media and they have like CDs they're selling and they have a little box for their money. He had all of that, but he also had a sign saying I'm homeless, and he wrote it in English, and then it also like a small katakana writing as a homudesu, right? So I was thinking to myself, that's quite odd. Like, I'm not doubting that maybe he was homeless, but number one, he didn't look homeless. I know that's a very big thing to say. But he looked like he was living somewhere. He at least he didn't look like he was living on the streets. Number one. Number two, he was doing a one-man live. He was trying to like promote his one-man live, and one-man live in Japan means a solo performance at a club or something, or a venue. And he was performing at a pretty big venue, which obviously must have cost him a lot of money to book. So he's okay. Maybe he was homeless. Maybe because he spends all his money on performing. It's probably true. But the second option is I saw a lot of English people, like the tourists, giving him money. Some Japanese people also giving him money, but like 90% of the people giving him money were like American tourists. So I'm wondering if that was like a new tactic that they're using to get money from tourists, like say they're homeless in English, because like American people, Western people are really nice, right? And they give like money to homeless people. So and the thing is, I was thinking to myself, like, you don't even need to do that. Like, you're singing, your voice alone is so incredible. Like, you don't need to pretend to be homeless. Like, maybe he lives out of internet cafes. He had a lot of stuff with him. I mean, he could be like staying with friends. I mean, he could be homeless. It's true. I don't know. But I went on his Instagram page, and he's not living his life like a homeless person on his Instagram page, at least. So I don't know. I'm wondering if it's just a strat to kind of get money from tourists, to be honest. But I'm thinking to myself, like, because I actually gave him money. I gave him 1,000 yen because I genuinely enjoyed his singing. He was really good. I'm thinking to myself, you don't need to pretend to be homeless if you're pretending, because like your voice alone is so good that you don't. Like, he was really talented singer. I was so impressed. And loads of loads of like Japanese people did give him money as well, which I don't see often happening. So that just goes to show like how good of a singer he was. He didn't need to pretend. I don't know. He could have been really genuinely homeless. I have no idea, but he could have just been bad at spending his money, I think. But yeah, I don't know. He was really good at singing, and it kind of made me like think about like myself and where I am lately. Like, I enjoy singing, right? But I don't think, like, I don't have that sort of, I don't have skill when it comes to singing. I just sing just for fun, right? I don't sing out of skill or anything like that. It's just from enjoyment, my own personal enjoyment. But I'm thinking to myself, like, lately I feel like I want to give up. Like, not because I don't enjoy it. I still enjoy it by myself. But producing content with singing, like covers and stuff like that, I feel like lately I've been thinking I really want to give up. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't think I'm good enough to do it anymore. And I just feel like dissatisfied with what I'm doing. And even my last thing that was released, which was, you know, Aegis, right? That didn't go well, obviously, in my part. I mean, I didn't do very well in it. So I'm thinking, like, what am I doing all of this for? Like, what's the point? Like, obviously I don't have the choice to not do it when it comes to our group stuff, because obviously it's better if we do it as a group, singing and performing and stuff like that. But I'm thinking to myself, like, how do I actually not let them down and, you know, do a better job? Weren't you dying of sickness? Well, the version that you guys heard was the one I did literally a few days before it got released, the retake. You didn't hear the sickness one. The one where I was dying of sickness, you didn't hear that one. Maybe I'll let you guys hear that one, actually. In my behind the scenes stream, I'll let you guys hear it. It's so bad. But, yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, like, how do I deal with these feelings, and what do I do? Because I was kind of thinking, yeah, I don't know. Kind of want to just give up, because I'm not a singer and I shouldn't push myself to be a singer. I just did it because I enjoy it. But like, if it's to the point where other people, I guess, won't even enjoy it, it's like, why am I even doing it? So I don't know, like, I was feeling a bit down about, especially with Aegis, right? I'm very proud of Aegis, don't get me wrong. I'm very, very proud of May and Lan and their performance in it, but I wasn't very happy with how I did, especially because I feel like they really shone brightly compared to me, where I was kind of like blended into the background. And I felt really sad. I felt quite sad about it, honestly, because like I got a lot of compliments for Aegis, right? In my marrows from you guys and everything, but all the compliments were complimenting May and Lan. In fact, I think I got a marrow, I won't say who it's from, where they complimented everyone in it. They said, oh yeah, I really like May's parts, blah blah. They said specifically what parts of May's they liked. Then they said, oh, I really like Lan's, blah blah. So they specifically said it. And then they said, oh, for you, yeah, you were good. Yeah, but maybe you're right, you're not suited for these kinds of songs. And and I was like, oh, that was the pity half compliment thing. And I was like, oh my god, that hurts. I feel like it's better just to not mention me at all, because a lot of people just didn't mention me in their compliments. They just complimented May and Lan only. And again, like I said, I'm very happy with that, because I also am very proud of May and Lan. I actually did plan to make a post on my Twitter to push and promote them more, because I was really proud of how they did in that song. But I didn't have time to do it because I didn't have charge on my phone while I was in Osaka. But yeah, so I was feeling a little bit like I didn't say anything about it. Obviously, I've just kept it inside to myself, right? But yeah, I didn't say anything. But then, so you know that composer person that I'm working with to do a song, right? I also told them, oh, by the way, we're releasing a new song, Aegis. You should check it out. So they actually listened to it and they said, oh yeah, it was really good. They were like saying, you know, how they liked the song. They didn't specifically say what, like, oh, I liked May's parts or Lan parts or your part, blah, blah. They just said they really liked the song and like what parts of the music they liked. And then I was like, oh yeah, I also really like it. I'm really proud of how my gen mates did, and you know, and like May's screaming was really good, blah blah. And then I said, oh yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in how I performed. You know, yeah, buddy, you know, I'm not very good at these kinds of like songs that need a lot of like, you know, maybe we could do better power or something. And he said something really nice to me actually, and it didn't feel like, you know, an empty kind of compliment. It didn't feel like he was saying it just to like kind of be nice. So he said basically, how would I translate this? He said, I thought you were amazing in your parts, and I thought like in the world of the song or the message of the song, your voice actually matched perfectly with those parts. And I personally think that your voice has the power to move people's hearts. In fact, you know, I love your voice, which is why I'm working with you now. And I personally liked, you know, how your vocals match the kind of story parts of the song, or something like that, and had like more. How to translate this? He was saying that the feeling of my voice matched the mood of the song part, and he said, yeah, it's common where stronger vocals can overtake that listening to the song by layers and story is also important or something. Anyway, it was really nice. I felt like a bit I felt happy because that was actually the first time, that was the first and only compliment I got for myself for Aegis. So even if it was just being nice, I don't know, it made me a little bit happy because that was the only time I got complimented on the song. So it did cheer me up a little bit. So thankfully, yeah. Oh, Big N, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, W Big N. You're reminded that fish is also goated with the sauce. No, I'm a realist. I know if you know, I'm not gonna force people to enjoy or like, you know, give me empty compliments or whatever just to like feel sorry for me. I prefer that. I find that more offensive more than anything. So I'm not like upset at anyone else. A bit sad at myself, but I also think mixing, my voice has to be mixed in a certain way, because I listened to my raws again and I think the way the high tones or low tones or whatever were mixed, the edge of my voice kind of got cut out, because I listened to Kuma's mix with the same vocals of mine and it sounded different. Like I did have more of an edge in my voice. So I'm assuming the way that the mixer mixed it cut that out of my voice, which is why my voice was kind of dying and blending into the background. So, you know, it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Such feelings can't be helped, I suppose. A voice that moves the heart, though, that's quite accurate, I'd say. That's the first time anyone's ever told me that, so I was quite happy by that, I guess. I felt I don't know. I'm happy they said that. I appreciate it. But yeah, what was I saying? So I'm thinking I will try harder to find singing lessons and actually improve. So and maybe also like learn more about mixing or something, so I could actually give more feedback on how my own voice is mixed. I just don't know enough about music, so I don't know how to like tell a mixer that I want something changed. But yeah, I was really happy. That was like the first compliment I got, so I was very grateful to them for kind of uplifting me from the bad mood. Hold on, I was gonna take a quick water break. Right, I think that might have been everything I caught. I think I caught you guys up with everything. So anything else? What about you guys? Do you know anyone good at mixing? Do you know maybe? I don't think she mixes. But also like she does things as a hobby, not an actual mixer. Let me see. I think I might end it here actually, because I'm gonna meet Ocean today actually. Ocean's in Japan. She's not gonna be in Tokyo for too long, but she's here today until like tomorrow, then she's going traveling around. She's gonna come back I think on the 27th or 28th, so I'll see her again before she leaves. So I need to have a shower because I feel gross. I'm gonna go and have a shower, then I'm gonna take a well-deserved nap. The salt water, the one and only. Everyone's in Japan right now, I know. So Ocean's group, Gumi's group, and then also May's gonna come soon. You-Man's gonna come, our marketing manager. Like, everyone's coming right now. Ocean the goat, who is epic source artist. She's very good at art. She's an amazing artist. But yes, I'm gonna go and see her tonight for dinner, so I'm actually very excited about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. Why is Japan popping off? Everyone usually comes around this time, I think because it cools down. Let's see, I believe I'm going to the range tomorrow. Dull week otherwise, but I also completed Fallout 2 again, which was satisfying. The range? The shooting range? But yeah, there's so many people in Japan at the moment. I've got a lot of work to catch up to, so before I can even shower and sleep, I've got to catch up with all these notifications. So many people I have to reply to. So many messages. Work-related stuff, guys, not like fun things. Not like friends saying, "Hey, how you doing?" No, there's all this project-related stuff I'm gonna catch up with. Yeah, I'd better probably should do that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Alright guys, fall is a good time. Flights are cheaper. I don't think flights are too cheap around this time actually. I don't know, I've never tried to. I don't remember it being that cheap around this time. Let's go find someone to raid. Oh, LAN streaming. Okay, we'll raid into LAN. Please wait, please wait. Oh, I'm tired, everyone. I'm tired. I don't want to catch up with stuff. Say hi to Ocean from the chips. I would definitely say hi from the chips. She loves you guys. Today's lesson is Ali is going like a burger. No! Maho, no! No! Bad, Maho. Never do that. You get disowned. By all of us. Don't people come home for the holidays all the time in these months? Not in November, no. December, yes. Because New Year time in Japan is like most expensive, I think. But a lot of tourists come around like October because they want to see like October's high for tourism because of the whole you know, Japan autumn leaves and stuff like that. And the red leaves and whatever, like a lot of people want to see that, which is why Japan's popular there for that time. This time of the year is decent for prices between the end of summer and start of the winter holidays. What, in Japan? Hold on, guys. There's so many people streaming at the moment. Crazy. Alright, we're gonna go right into LAN. This stupid new UI is irritating. It's harder to get to the place to do the raid. Okay, done. Oh, I've got so much to catch up on. Maho eats scones like Americans eat biscuits. I find this incredibly offensive. So offensive. Go to sleep. I can't sleep. I'm gonna catch up with stuff and then I have to shower. I'm not allowed to touch my bed until I shower. I'm not gonna let. I was on a coach, okay? My head was on a coach seat. Like, that's dirty. I can't put it in my clean, nice and fluffy bed when I've touched the outside, okay? I've gotta have a shower. Scone burgers do not sound yummy. They don't. Scones are too hard. Do not make bacon, egg, and cheese scones. Oh my gosh. I'm not stinky. I had a shower on my body, but like I was on a coach last night, so you know. Okay, Drake, can we not change the story here? Drake, okay, no, Drake, no. Do not change the story. That's not what happened. That is not what happened. I'm not listening to this. Nope. Alright, I'm going. I'm leaving. Alright, it's time to finish this. Let's trigger!